An establishment designed to bring you sweet, tasty treats might also house some not-so-sweet entities. Did the spirits come here for unfinished business? And did they stay for the cupcakes? Well, pull up a chair and join us around the haunting table. Welcome everybody. Welcome back. Welcome back to the Haunting Table podcast, episode numero 24.
Let's go.
Let's go. And we are around the haunting table right now.
Thank God.
Oh my God. Thank you, Jesus, for allowing us to come back to the haunting table. You good?
Yes. That was funny. I don't know why. It is 3 a.m. and he is slap happy.
He said Jesus.
No, but.
Well, anyway, yes, thank you everybody for joining us back around the haunting table. Actually, around the haunting table, I am your ghost boy, Jake Woods, accompanied by fellow ghost boys, Tyler, can of Creole seasoning, and Anthony Adamson. How we doing, boys?
I'm doing well.
That was good. I'm actually really proud of that last name that you came up with.
Can of Creole seasoning?
Can of Creole seasoning.
When was the last time you saw a can of Creole seasoning?
I don't know,
Never.
man. He's fucking individual.
Once in a lifetime.
Literally never. Right here. This is the first can of Creole seasoning. But yes, thank you, everybody. If you haven't already, please go back and listen to episode 23. Where was that, Tyler?
I was in, I don't know. Where was it? Was that Eureka Springs?
Anthony?
Yeah.
Jesus. Well, that was a remote episode in Eureka Springs. Where? Arkansas. I'm not going to wait for that. That was in Arkansas. It was a good episode. Go listen to it. It's a lot of fun. It was one of the remote episodes, of course, so you just get you get us in our underpants, but you don't get to see it. You just get to hear.
I'm wearing nothing.
You can listen. You can listen to the difference. You can be like, I can tell. I can hear. I can hear his underpants.
I feel like I hear him naked.
Anthony is butt ass naked.
Oh, you just to squish it in your chair with your ass cheeks, your bare ass.
Dude, bare ass cheeks on fucking anything is so uncomfortable.
I don't know, dude.
What?
I could name a couple things that bare ass cheeks on are pretty comfortable.
Okay. Okay, dude. All right. Anyways,
moving on.
Yeah, so if you haven't, go ahead and listen to that episode number 23. And also, while you're over there listening to that, maybe give us a 5-star review. Maybe leave a worded review as well, because that is free and it helps out the podcast a ton. All you got to do is leave a 5-star review and then something worded. You don't have to say anything good. You could literally just give us a 5-star review and be like, everything about their voices makes me want to sit on a cactus.
makes me lactose intolerant.
Make me lactose intolerant.
So, by the way, one of our more recent reviews on here, just saying, it was a 5-star review.
Hey.
It said, love this show, and Jake's hot.
Let's go, Ghost Boys.
Not only is the show hot, but if you look at their Instagram, Jake's a babe. Just saying.
Damn, Jake.
Okay, let's go. Hey, appreciate you, whoever you is. I appreciate
you.
it.
Thanks for giving that 5-star review.
Yes, thank you for that 5-star review of the Ego Boost. I appreciate it. I appreciate it. Eventually, can of beans, you'll get one, and I hope it says that. I hope it says if you watch that, if you look at their Instagram, that can of beans guy.
That dude that looks like a can of beans. He's sexy.
He's so fucking cylindrical.
He's so cylindrical. And he looks like he can last forever.
Bro, as long as someone doesn't say my voice sounds like a can of beans after you open it.
Oh, why am I around?
Why would that be a voice? Why would that be something you would attribute a voice to? Your voice sounds like a sucking sound.
Yo, so there was one time I was playing online like Call of Duty or something. Some kids said that I sounded like a potato covered in mayonnaise.
What do you answer to that? Like, oh,
bro,
man.
You disconnect.
I just left.
You disconnect. You turn off your Xbox for the night. You're done.
I was just like, well, there's nothing I can say
You just
anymore.
got destroyed. You sound like a potato covered in mayonnaise. That's awful.
God, that is terrible.
But yes, let's get back on track, boys. So yes, give us a 5-star review. We'd appreciate it. And if you haven't, you can look us up on our Instagram at haunting_table, where you can see pictures and some videos, and also keep up to date with what we're going to do, because today, if you aren't on our Instagram, you didn't get a chance to see us live, because we posted a video on Instagram giving everybody an update that in 30 minutes we were going to go live on Facebook. So we did that. It was a pretty good turnout. How many views did that get right away?
So we had like 320 something views while we were actually doing it. The most people I saw was 27 viewers, which is pretty awesome for like a first time Facebook live event.
Almost 100 comments.
Yeah, there was 80 something comments.
It was a ton of fun, and
people interacting the whole time, sharing away, bro. It was awesome.
What we did is we did a walkthrough, and then you got to sit with us while we did a little bit of the investigation.
Yeah,
so it was cool.
And they even got to ask questions for us to ask to the spirits. Yeah. So that was kind of neat, I thought.
And we plan on doing it again. So, haunting_table, Instagram and Twitter. Go there, follow us. You'll get pictures of Puppy Sunday. You'll also get, like I said, cool updates on things that we're doing and plans we got coming up. Also, some merch. So check out that on the Instagram. We got some really good pictures we took today that are going to go up.
Dude, and those are some fucking fire.
Notch pictures.
They are
going to go
I'm so
They're
excited.
100% serious, because this means a lot to us.
Yes, 100% serious.
Just wait till you see.
Yeah, they're 100% serious.
100% serious.
You look at those pictures, and if you don't take them serious, that's on you, and it's going to hurt our feelings.
Yes.
So, haunting_table for our socials, and then hauntingtable.com for our website, where we're going to post actual links to buy the merch. But yeah, so I mean, I guess we could kind of just jump right into it. Do we have any other any other plugs we want to do now? I guess we could do more at the end.
No, I think we're solid.
Okay, well, let's go ahead and push out these disclaimer turds.
Which are not solid.
Yeah, which are not solid. No, I had a country fried steak today, and I'm lactose intolerant, and I had some of that white gravy on it, and it's just been tearing me up. So let me drop this disclaimer soft serve on your chest real quick.
Thank you for that visual.
Yeah, if you're new to the podcast, sorry, but this is what we do. First and foremost, we are not professionals. We do not claim to be professionals in anything we do in podcasting, in audio and video. We are not professional ghost hunters, Ghostbusters, or ghost nutters. Oh, nothing like nutting with you boys. Anyway, so keep that in mind. Take everything we do with a grain of salt. We are not professionals. I mean, Tyler's he's a professional troll for sure. I'm a professional idiot, as you'll see me try to read some things. And then Anthony, he's a cop, so he's an officer of the law. He's a lawman.
I do this,
he's a law enforcer.
He does this to decompress. Yeah. So yeah, like I said, remember, we're not professionals. Please don't think anything we're doing here is professional. We're three ghost boys that love what we do and love searching for proof of an afterlife or the existence of spirits. So please keep that in mind. Now on to the next disclaimer, Hershey Squirt.
It's going to be me. If you want to do, or if you like to do what we do, make sure you get consent and permission to go onto that location first, okay? Yeah. Make sure you speak to the owners, the local law enforcement that patrol the area, and you get permission. Because if you do not get permission, you will be arrested for trespassing, and we do not condone that. We go to every place that we've gone to, we have gotten permission, so that is not the right way to go paranormal hunting.
Yeah. Trespassing is not the way.
It's not, and it's a dumb way to catch a case. Yeah. Yes, permission and consent, always.
Take that for everything you do in your fucking life. Everything. Permission and consent. You heard it here. Definitely not first, but you heard it here.
Yes, and just make sure you're getting permission.
Yes, like you said, if you like what we do and want to do what we do, permission first, always.
And absolutely. Tyler's going to carry out the final.
Yep.
The cherry on top of that soft serve turd ice cream sundae.
I want Dairy Queen now.
Okay.
Just right now. Like
I can't have it. I'm lactose intolerant.
Hell yeah. All right. So last one. Be respectful. We joke. We have a good time during this podcast. Some of the stories that we tell are a little bit dark sometimes. We've had a few that were pretty morbid. Crazy.
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah. But we always try to be respectful to the victims and their families and anyone involved in the stories that we do tell. Like I said, we do joke because this is an adult comedy, sometimes dark humor podcast.
Oh, it's always dark humor.
Yep, but we always try to make sure to respect the spirits that are here.
For sure.
And if you want to do this, make sure to do the same to be respectful as well.
Yes, of course. Always. Yes, and then, of course, like you said, yes, remember, we're going to tell some jokes. We're going to be a little crude, a little crass.
If you couldn't tell by the
If you
first
couldn't
10
tell by the
minutes
first
of
10
this.
minutes of me taking a shit on your chest and you're new to the podcast. So, please.
Sorry, not sorry.
Remember that going forward. We like to joke, and we're going to joke. But now, with that out of the way, let's just go and get started with my boy Tyler, who's got some information.
Yeah, a little bit. Yep.
Yeah, just a little bit. But, you know, how about we cue you in first, huh? Hey, where are we today, buddy? I totally had it muted at first. That's why I had to press it again.
Hey, there you go. So today we are in Davenport, Iowa. So the land here was originally owned by the historic Sauk, Fox, and Winnebago Native American tribes. In 1803, France sold its holdings in North America west of the Mississippi River to the U.S. under the Louisiana Purchase. On what?
Whoa.
Were you?
What's going on?
Were you
see something?
Like, no, I thought you were motioning for me to do something. You made like a.
I picked my phone up off the
for people that
are you on edge right now? What are you good, dude?
No, like you picked up your phone really quick. I thought you were like motioning to me, like I don't know, whatever.
For people
to come
that
over and sit on my lap and tell the rest of
I
this.
mean, you want me to, dog? I'll
Dude,
fucking get up right
fuck,
now,
bro. Can we make a fucking sandwich?
I literally just take my phone off the table. Wait till you see the video. You're gonna be like, "What? I don't know what I thought I saw."
I don't care. I hope you just like moved it and did it super
Yeah,
fast.
I just
or
did this
whatever.
real quick.
So, in 1803, France sold its holdings in North America west of the Mississippi River. I already read that. Yep. On August 20.
Good job, dude.
Yep.
Good start.
Hey, whatever.
Let's go.
Hey, you know what? You tuned in for this. We stayed at the beginning. We're not professionals.
Hell yeah.
On August 27th, 1805, Lieutenant Zebulon. I probably butchered that.
Wow.
Zebulon.
That's some
Zebulon.
Star Trek ass name.
No shit, dude.
It's true.
Lieutenant Zebulon.
Zebulon
me up.
Pike. Beat me up, Zebulon. Lieutenant Zebulon Pike camped on the present-day site of Davenport. In 1832, a group of Sauk, I might say this wrong, Meskwaki. If I said that wrong, I apologize.
Meskwaki.
That is
He's looking right now.
Oh,
I'm going to narrate
whoa,
so there's
stop.
no dead air.
You just deleted everything.
I would have been like, well,
They're looking at it right now, and they're both confused as they can't
I
understand what
don't know,
name
dude.
that is.
I don't know.
if I said that wrong, I apologize. I don't mean to offend. Anyway.
Yeah.
And what was that?
Can you read?
Yeah, pay attention,
Could you do
squirrel.
I'm not.
God
Here,
damn,
please?
bro.
Damn.
And Kickapoo people were defeated by the U.S. in the Black Hawk War. The United States government concluded that with the Black Hawk Purchase, sometimes known as the 40-mile strip or Scott's Purchase. It was made for $640,000 in this area, and that was on September 12th of 1832 for 6 million acres. Holy shit.
Damn.
That's a lot. Yep. Antoine Leclerc founded Davenport on May 14th, 1836, naming it after his friend Colonel George Davenport, who was stationed at Fort Armstrong during the war. The city was officially incorporated on January 25th of 1839. Scott County was formed by... I don't know why I said that so weird.
Yeah, you're like, Scott County was formed by... like you're on CNN
You
or something.
smug piece of shit.
We're on NPR now.
Right.
Scott County was
formed by an act of the Wisconsin Territorial Legislature in 1837. Both Davenport and its neighbor, Rockingham, don't know what happened to Rockingham. Probably should have looked into that a little bit more. But Rockingham campaigned to become the county seat. The city with the most votes from Scott County citizens in the February 1838 election would become the new county seat. On the eve of the election, Davenport citizens acquired the temporary service of Dubuque laborers so they could vote in the election. Davenport won, obviously, with the help of these laborers. So they're like super late in this, like the night before. They're like, hey, why don't you guys come in here and say you're from Davenport, and then we're just gonna win this fucking election, dude.
Yo,
Like,
that happened a lot. Have you ever saw the movie Gangs of New York?
Yep.
Such a good movie.
That's super accurate. I mean, not the like fighting but that's what they would do. They would send someone in to vote, bring him out, change his hair, cut it up a little bit, send him in to vote again, bring him out, shave off his mustache, send him in to vote again. They would do that a lot back then.
So, obviously, Rockingham supporters protested this, and they weren't happy about that. Apparently,
I
assume
wouldn't have
not.
been either.
Yeah.
Fuck that shit.
This was on the grounds that the laborers from Dubuque were not Scott County residents.
Got him.
Yeah. The government refused to certify the results of the election. A second election was held the following August. To avoid another impact of voters, the governor set a 60-day residency requirement for all voters. Davenport won by 2 votes.
Hey.
How would you like to be those 2 guys when you feel like hella important?
Like, how would you know it was you though? Like, which
dude,
two?
you just know. Like, if you
We were
know,
definitely
you know.
the last ones.
Yeah,
that was us.
Yeah,
They covered it at like 7:59 or something.
On an
The
8,
vote
yeah,
at 8 p.m. Yeah.
Oh,
Garrett, that was us, dude. That was us, Garrett.
You're welcome.
But because the margin of victory was so close, a third election was held in the summer of 1840.
I forget what the margin is between how much you win by that you can call for a recount.
Yeah.
Or a re-election, I guess.
Yep. So, as the August election drew closer, Rockingham residents grew tired of the county seat cause.
Yeah, I bet.
and Davenport easily won the third election.
This is fucking stupid. I'm done with this. I voted
Literally.
twice already. Like, I'm fucking
the
over
the
this.
two that won by 2, they're like, what the fuck did we even vote for, dude?
Yeah, this is
We're not
fucking-
voting this time.
They were all hyped, and then the revote, and they're just like, this is
I
the
thought we
most
made a difference,
the
man.
most depressing thing in my life. God damn.
So, the Rock Island Railroad built the first railroad bridge across the Mississippi River in 1856. It connected Davenport to Rock Island, Illinois. Steamboat companies rightly saw nationwide railroads as a threat to their business. On May 6, 1856, just weeks after the bridge was completed, a steamboat captain deliberately crashed the Effie Afton, which would be the boat's name,
Yeah.
into the bridge.
What a fucking prick.
What a G.
If I'm going to go down, you're going down with me.
You taking this boat, bitch?
The owner of the Effie Afton, John Hurt, filed a lawsuit.
John
against,
Hurt? You know what hurts? This boat in your bridge, bitch.
He filed a lawsuit against the Rock Island Railroad Company. Abraham Lincoln was the lead defense lawyer for the railroad company. The decision of the U.S. Supreme Court was upheld the right to bridge navigable. Is that a word?
Navigable?
Navigable? That doesn't sound right.
Navigationable.
I was going to say navigationable.
That's not the word. It's navigable.
That sounds dumb.
That sounds stupid and right.
Yep.
My brain
Welcome
don't feel
to
good
English.
reading this.
Welcome to
like
English.
English. So they upheld the decision. Therefore, the bridge was allowed to remain. Obviously,
Yep.
prior to the start of the Civil War, Governor Sam Kirkwood declared Davenport to be Iowa's first military headquarters. 5 military camps were set up in the city to aid the Union. So one random funny story when I was here, me and a friend were trying to find a place to eat, and we legit like made a wrong turn into like one of like some like military base or something that's like around here or some shit. I think it was like this big crazy gated off thing. We started going down this road that only led to there, and these guys were like in the like the little stand, like I don't know what they're called. What they called?
The watchtowers.
No, not the watchtowers. Just like they have the, I don't even know what it's called. But like these 2 guys started walking towards us. We're like, fuck this, and just like left. So
Yeah, that would be sketch.
Yeah.
What the fuck is this car doing here?
But aside from that, I was just thinking about the boat thing. I get what the guy was doing though. The bridge was in his way, so he's like, "I'm gonna prove a point, bitch," and crash that boat.
How would you like to be the owner that wasn't even about it? He's like, bro, what the fuck, dude? I paid you to fucking. God damn it!
Like, what? You just fucked my boat up, dude.
This guy's like, fuck this boat, yo. It's not mine.
Fuck this boat, I'm out.
It ain't even my boat.
Fucking lame.
Fucking loser.
So around the 1920s, the skyline began forming with construction of the Call Building, the Parker Building, and the Capitol Theater during a period of economic and building expansion. By 1932, thousands of Davenport residents were on public relief due to the Great Depression.
Yeah.
A shanty town of the poor developed in the west end of the city along the Mississippi River.
Those of you that don't know what a shanty town is, it's like just makeshift huts made out of like
Real, like just like plywood and
like
just
plywood
crappy,
and
like
tin,
metal and tin.
You could see
and,
like
that
tin
kind of
roofs,
stuff.
like the favelas. You know, if you ever seen know what a favela is.
It's like third world country, pretty
Yeah.
much.
Yeah.
It's no insulation, just boards for walls, and then a tin roof to keep the rain off. That's what a shanty town is.
Yep. It's not ideal for sure.
No.
And because of that, sickness, hunger, and the obvious awful living conditions plagued the area.
Yep.
The situation would soon change as many citizens went to work for the Works Progress Administration. What?
Sorry, we're in metal chairs because
Yeah.
I forgot the chairs at home. So
Yeah. Anthony forgot the chairs, so now we're in metal chairs that make so much noise when we move.
Yeah.
Gotta like do it super slow, just creep and like move your
I'm
chair.
trying
and
not
stuff.
to make a lot of noise.
Right. So, Davenport had an economic boom during and after World War II, driven by wartime industry and peacetime demand. As Davenport grew, it absorbed smaller surrounding communities, which annexed Rockingham, Nahant, Probsty,
Okay.
East Davenport, Oakdale, Blackhawk, Mount Joy, Green Tree, and others.
Others.
Other.
That's a weird town name. Others.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was the last one.
It's like default, dude. I hate that town.
I hate that town, dude. default.
It's almost as bad as Gary, Indiana.
Oh,
No, nothing is.
Nothing. Fuck you,
Not even
Gary,
close.
Indiana. Gary, Indiana.
Gary, Indiana. If you're listening, you're fucking disgusting.
I'll fucking meet you out back, bro.
You hills have eyes, son of a bitch.
Dear God.
I think
You might went a little far on that, one.
that was a dig. We don't like Gary, Indiana at all.
It's a shithole.
Yep. Obviously, we don't like him. You couldn't tell by the last few seconds. So,
Sorry if you live in Gary, Indiana. Not because you live in Gary, Indiana, but because you live in Gary,
because you
Indiana.
live in Gary. Yeah. Also around this time, Oscar Mayer, Ralston Peering, and other companies built plants in West Davenport. The interstate highway network reached Davenport in 1956, which improved, obviously, transportation in the area. By the late 70s, railroad reconstruction in the area had caused a big loss of jobs. The farm crisis of the 1980s hit Davenport hard.
Oh, yeah. Farm
as
crisis.
well.
It's not funny, but you're just like, fucking goddamn, get you every time.
that
farm crisis.
The farm crisis will get you every time. It really will, though. I mean, the farm crisis, that's everything. That's food, that's everything.
That's, dude, every time, man.
It'll get you every time, dude. That farm crisis creep up on you. You don't see it coming. Boom.
Boom.
Farm crisis.
Fucking ninja.
Farm crisis.
Creeped up on you so bad that 35,000 workers lost their job throughout the area.
That farm crisis crept right up on them.
Oh, yeah. No bueno.
These chairs are just not doing it for me.
I can tell.
I can't handle these, man. Continue.
So there was...
He just sunk way down into the chair.
Way down into
like almost his fucking shoulders are almost into the top of the chair. He's just sinking lower and lower. He's gonna be underneath
the table.
Oh, what are you doing, Jay? Stop,
wow.
man. We're in the podcast.
We're recording stuff.
Jeez, big boy, quit. With the 1990s, the city finally showed the beginnings of a resurgence. Many renovations and building additions have occurred to revitalize the downtown area, including repairing modern Woodman Park, the building of the Sky Bridge, and the Figge Art Museum in 2011.
Ooh.
Yeah.
What is that? What is?
I don't know.
What is Figgy? Do you know?
I have no idea.
I thought it was a guy, if I remember correctly.
Okay.
Sure.
Like
I believe it.
or something.
Sold. All right.
Sold. I mean, I have no nothing to argue. So
So the Gold Coast and Hamburg Historic District was named as 2011's America's Great Place by the American Planning Association. Currently, there is an estimated population of just over 100,000 people in Davenport.
Hey.
At 101 and some change people.
nice.
So,
Thank you, Tyler, for that well-researched section there.
Good job,
Look
dude.
at
That was
you.
smooth, too,
Look at
bro.
you.
Smooth.
my guy.
All right, now
Are you done, or don't you have
got
something else you're doing?
I do. Don't you have to cue me in for that?
Yeah, but you gotta
had
say
to
you're doing
your
it.
Intro, bro.
I'm just
Intro.
gonna hit it.
just hit it.
Fucking-
Dude.
Okay, now I'm gonna hit it. Okay, so we have a game we're gonna play.
Damn it.
This is Tyler's sport. I'm gonna just start.
Hang on, Jay. I got it. Hang on. So we got this game that we play sometimes, which is aptly titled
Is this Florida or is this
That's such a
Iowa.
shit fucking segue. All right, you know what? Hey, rewind. Okay, let's do this again. You just finished your section. Hey, well-researched section, Tyler. Well, good
job,
Good
dude.
job, Tyler. Good job there, Tyler.
Thanks, bro.
Yeah, no
All right,
problem.
let's hear
So
it.
I had this game we want to play.
Okay, sure. Yeah, for sure. And I know what that game's called.
Is this Florida or is this
Iowa.
There we go.
Hey, I
much
even got the
better,
clap
much
off
better.
point,
But he
too.
was like, you were so close to wanting to ruin it anyway. And I was like,
He is a professional
he's
troll.
a professional troll. We told you guys.
Yep. It was.
All right. Well, anyway, is this Florida or is this Iowa?
Iowa? Yep.
So we find stories that are from these two places, and we got to guess which one's from where.
Yep. Everyone knows Florida man.
Yeah. Yeah.
So let's see if there's an Iowa man.
Yep.
So, first, what's so funny to me? I don't know why. So
If
police
it's
say
not funny, I'm gonna be disappointed.
I'm plugging your mic.
I don't care. So police say that an estranged grandmother used a fake beard to sneak into a school cafeteria to give her grandson a birthday gift.
What the
Wow, that's adorable.
It's so funny to me.
That's so sweet. The grandma, she put on a fake beard to sneak into school to give her kid a birthday present. To give her grandson a birthday. That is
love
sweet
it,
as
bro.
fuck.
It's the reverse Mrs. Doubtfire.
Yeah, right.
Exactly.
That's sweet as fuck. Good for you, Granny.
Oh man.
And then the next story.
I am gonna laugh if you say that's pretty sweet after this one.
I'm surprised that Anthony just go, that's Florida. I swear it's Florida. That sounds like Florida.
That doesn't sound like
Remember when he did that? He was wrong.
Yeah, good times.
So, a 54-year-old man was arrested on Christmas Eve after allegedly taking crack cocaine into an intensive care unit at the hospital to share it with a friend.
That's Florida. That's fucking Florida.
Think that was
Wow,
Florida?
that's so sweet. He's sharing it with a friend.
Yeah, sharing it.
Crack cocaine.
Don't
Well,
do drugs.
obviously the crack cocaine's Florida.
The crack cocaine is Florida.
Of course.
Boom! I called
Is this
it.
Florida or is this
Iowa.
Oh, that was that was smooth as fuck.
That was smooth.
That was smooth.
All right, well, thank you, Tyler, for that. That was fun. Maybe we should practice before.
No,
No,
dude, you
that
guys
was
This
get
is
a-
us. This is us.
Yeah.
That would ruin everything.
This is
bro.
what we do.
We are raw. We're out there. We fuck
Yes.
up. You get to experience everything. None of that edited
We-
bullshit.
we're-
Yes.
It's
yeah, we're
a
not going back
fucking
and editing
real
any of
deal.
Real deal, bro. You look like you're about to start fucking making out with your mic. Real deal.
Dude, it's a fucking sexy ass mic, bro.
Yeah, it is. These
It
18,
looking
2020s are great.
Thick, looking
Yeah.
fucking
These are thick boy mics for sure. But anyway, before he gets too into his mic,
Calm down, dog.
so I don't. Now it's my portion here. That now that we know where we actually are in,
Actually, are in.
what
Hell yeah.
building? No way. Actually, know where we are at. What building are we actually in? Not a virtually. We're actually in.
Jay's actually in a building. What's his part? Oh yeah, it's the building history. Jay, you're up.
Thank you for that intro, dude. That was such a good soundbite. Appreciate you. My God.
actually better ones than what I've had.
that was. Well, it's because you just did it, you know? You didn't have to be coaxed into it, so that was nice. But we are currently in the Oh So Sweet Bakery in Davenport, Iowa. And it is oh so sweet. But it wasn't always the oh so sweet bakery. So we're going to go into some history of the building, kind of what was going on in the area, so to speak, at the time. But right now, the building, also known as the M.D. Peterson Estate Building, is a historic building located in downtown Davenport, Iowa, United States. Earth, Milky Way.
Hell yeah,
I was
dude.
actually really hoping you were going to keep going with it, because if not, I was going to throw in Earth at the end there.
It has been individually listed on the National Register of Historic Places since 1983. In 2020, it was included as a contributing property in the Davenport Downtown Commercial Historic Society.
Cool.
Yeah. The building was built in 1916 and designed by the local architect firm Clausen and Kruse.
That's a dope name. It's just smooth with
Clausen and Kruse. You got to say it, Clausen and Kruse.
Swedish.
It's me, Clausen and Kruse. Sounds less cool that way.
Yeah, don't say that.
Actually, don't
Fucking
yeah,
stop. They're rolling in
don't
their
accent
graves
that.
right now.
They're like, that's not how you say it. Oh. Anyway, prior to this building, the site was occupied by T.W. McClelland Company, which manufactured doors, sashes, and blinds. That's pretty cool. Businesses that have occupied this building include the Mecca Cafe, the Colorado Cafe, multiple cigar retailers, including Maine Cigar and the United Cigar Store Company. Offices in the Quad City, which we'll get a little bit into there, because we personally like the idea, the stories behind like the cigars and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Offices of the Quad City Steam Wheelers, which is, I guess I can write this. The Quad City Steam Wheelers were a professional arena football team.
Oh, hell yeah.
They were a character member of the AF2 and played their home games at iWireless Center in Moline.
Interesting.
Oh, yeah.
I never heard of them before.
Me neither.
Really?
They must have not been very good.
Yeah, right. Quad City Steam Wheelers. If you're listening, sorry, dude.
You guys really never heard of them before?
But yeah.
Honestly?
Offices of the Quad City Steam Wheeler Organization, law offices, Blue Clothing, and the Eastern Iowa Center for Problem Gambling.
I feel like they should just
you mean just
switch the
gambling
last two?
addiction?
Yeah, right.
Or gambling addiction?
They're like the Center for Problem Gambling. Wait, what kind of gambling is it? Blackjack? That's not problem. You're good to go.
Yeah.
What kind of roulette? Yeah, you should stay here.
That's a problem.
Yeah.
man.
Rochambeau? Yeah, you should
That's
stay
a
here.
problem.
That's
Stay
a
here.
problem.
Russian roulette?
Russian
Oh,
roulette?
you're
Yeah.
definitely-
You should
Yeah.
definitely front the line
Yeah, you should definitely probably stay here for a while.
Yeah.
forever. Like,
But
literally.
yeah, so these are all places that occupied here before. Other types of commercial enterprises that were housed here included a shoe shop, optical shop, and a candy business. The building was renovated in 2013, and in November, Me and Billy Kitchen and Bar was open, which is the bigger bar, the west side
Yes.
of the building. It's the bigger bar.
Yep, it's on the corner of it.
Some of the architecture here we can get into because there's not too much history about the building itself, which is why we're going to kind of jump into some of the stuff we found here, like the United Cigar Store Company. But some of the architecture for the building is a one-story structure on the corner of West 3rd and Main Street. This was designed to accommodate several businesses at the same time. So, a little strip mall. But there was like factories here before too. So it has a steel structure that is covered in a terracotta. There are indications that the building was designed to be a multiple story structure with as many as 10 floors. The building is divided into, so I guess maybe they just didn't want to. They got to like one floor and they're like, yeah, I'm bored.
Yeah, this is lame.
Yo, it's a big ass
This-
building. Let's just not build
Yeah, what are we-
9 more of these.
You know how
What are we
like,
going to put up there? Like apartments?
You know when you just start a project, right? And you're like, you have a vision, like this is gonna be great, and then halfway to you figured out that you fucked up along the way.
It's a one
The
story.
haunted
building.
It's just like, do I just follow through with
Yeah,
this,
right?
or do I just fucking throw it in the trash?
That's why we're on episode 20 something.
So to be honest, from what I've seen here, some of the foundation is kind of not that great here. There's a lot of leakage. So maybe if it was 10 stories, that probably wouldn't have been a good thing.
No.
Maybe it's just, I don't know, maybe it's the way it was built or just like the area they're in, maybe. I don't know. I don't know that kind of stuff
Yeah.
that
It
well.
sounds like
I
they're
just did notice.
It looks like they're redoing a lot of the foundation. It looks like a lot of like brand new cement and
Really?
stuff like that in the
That's
basement.
good. That's good. Where was I? The building is divided into 5 bays on the 3rd Street elevation and 6 on Main Street. I don't know what that means. Each elevation is dominated by large display windows. So you can see, it's just sections, like units.
Yeah.
It's separated by
Of a
units.
strip mall, pretty much.
Yeah. So, but other than that, that's pretty much it for the building history. But there's a little bit here. There's actually a kind of a snippet. Well, I mean, I guess I could talk about. Do you want to just jump into the United Cigar Stores history? You want to do that, or do you want to?
Yeah. Just give a little bit of the history of because that seems when we spoke to Tiphanie, who's the owner of Oh So Sweet Bakery, she advised that it was the United Cigar Company. Like that's what it's known for.
Right.
Locally.
Okay.
So
Then-
might as well talk a little bit about it.
Sure. There's not much here anyway, so I'll just read it all. Brothers Charles A. Wellen, and George J. founded a tobacco wholesale firm in Syracuse, New York, in 1901, eventually turning to retail. By 1926, the chain had nearly 3,000 stores. So that's not bad.
No.
25 years, 3,000 stores.
Not bad at all.
Pretty good in
Yeah.
my book.
I'm hoping that 25 years we have 3,000 episodes.
Hell yeah, dude.
you were like
I'm
all
trying to
for
do
it, then
the
he thought
math.
about it. He's
He's
like,
like, that's
no.
Wait a second.
Hell no.
Oh, God.
But yes, though initially specializing in cigars, it eventually sold many other items, such as Mickey Mouse watches and shoe trees.
Hell yeah,
I'm in,
brother.
bro.
I'm in.
Let's
How do you
go.
go from cigars to Mickey Mouse watches?
You fucking find what people want.
Yeah.
Everybody
guess.
wants those.
Genius.
I want 4 of them. I'm gonna wear 4 of them top on like back to back to back all the way up my arm.
Yeah,
all
like
different
one on
colors
top,
and shit.
one underneath, one on top,
Yeah,
one underneath.
just all the way up.
So you can just go like this when you're looking at time, just like
Yeah.
constantly sweep. Yeah, there you go.
You got to put different like
Good call,
time
good
zones
call.
and all that shit on
Oh,
different,
Yeah.
on different
This is
ones.
New York. This is
New York, Boston, Colombia,
San Francisco.
China.
Yeah, that way when I have
China.
a problem gambling, I know like what
Yeah,
time
problem
zone I'm gambling.
Time to go to problem gambling store. All right. So the chain represented the interests of the Consolidated Tobacco Company, the tobacco trust that controlled the American Tobacco Company, and others. In September 1903, a settlement was reached with the chain's competitors, and all competition ended.
Monopoly
It
sounds.
sounds like a fucking monopoly. It's like, we come to a settlement. You either stop or we kill all of you and burn your buildings down. Yeah, okay, we're out. I mean, it's just cigars. I don't think it's worth it. So we're out.
I'll go home and make Mickey Mouse watches.
Yeah, I'll go home and I'll make some Mickey Mouse watches. But anyway, in August 1929, the chain and the affiliated Whalen Drug Company, or drug chain, founded by 2 of Charles Whalen. It's Whelan.
Waylon.
Whalen.
Yeah, I think it's Whalen.
Whalen, okay.
Yup.
2 of Charles Whalen's sons sold to so the drug chain was sold to brothers George Keenan and Frederick Keenan Morrow. The company also was involved in real estate.
What the
So
fuck?
they were
is
just
this?
doing everything.
It's like they just throwing shit at the
They were
wall.
just like,
and
whatever
seeing
we're
what
able to do,
sticks. Like,
We'll do
and
anything.
it all stuck, apparently.
Yeah, right.
So what did they do? Did they do the problem gambling? So what they got?
Yeah, right.
So they got problem gambling. They got Mickey Mouse watches. They've got just everything.
They didn't
under
do the
sun.
problem gambling. That was just one of the places here.
Oh, okay,
Yeah.
gotcha. Well,
If you guys see or hear a sudden pause in our audio as we're talking, and like we look back, if you're watching, it's because we're really, really trying not to have the cops just like, this is a big business.
Yeah,
and
I
this
mean,
stuff-
don't get us wrong. We have permission to be here.
Yes.
But
we
Yes.
do.
sometimes cops will see people in what normally is closed.
and think they're breaking in. And
Yeah,
at
it's
this
like-
point,
because we're sitting around
we're
the table.
erotic podcast.
Erotic
It's just a fantasy. This is none of our shit's even hooked up.
Yeah, right. Well,
We
that'd be
just
funny.
brought
They're
all
like,
the cables and shit. There's
yeah,
no fucking.
like, this is like a reverse. This is a reversed robbery. They're bringing things in.
But yeah, so along with getting permission, Tiphanie also called the local police department
Yeah.
and warned them that we were going to be in the shop.
We
But-
still worry though.
But we still
We still
yeah.
worry because we don't. The worst thing to happen during the middle of a podcast is having to stop to talk to the cops or bring them in and have them talk. Sit down.
Yeah. Hey, sit down, bro. You ever been
Sorry,
here?
we're recording a podcast. We can't stop.
This is clearly more important than whatever you have. Jeez.
Anyway, as the Great Depression deepened, the real estate subsidiary accumulated huge losses. So in September 1932, the holding company declared bankruptcy. Before its bankruptcy, it had 975 cigar stores and 219 drug stores, but most of its assets were in real estate. The chain recovered and had 13,000 outlets in 1951. So, yeah.
All right.
There's a little bit more here, but I feel like that's a good
That's good
overview.
enough,
That's a
yeah.
good overview.
All right.
So enough about that, but we are in the building. So there's a cool little story here. We went to the library nearby, and there's not like concrete evidence that they were able to find, but they said they were pretty sure there was a speakeasy down here. So this is a snippet from the let's see, it's Speakeasies Under Davenport by Charles Lang. Thank you, Tyler.
They're like, he's trying to be a father figure to Jay and trying to point out where he's supposed to read. And Jay
You want me to hold it up
being
for you, too?
an adolescent boy,
This
teenager, just being
fucking
like,
guy.
"You're not my real dad.
Tyler's on something tonight, dude.
You're not my real dad."
Anyway, Chris Langlois. And this was posted in February 8th, 2016. Last year, Local 4 News took you under the streets and into the Rock Island Underground. We showed you the hidden Quad City stores of prohibition, gambling, and prostitution.
Oh shit.
But those stories of the underground just skimmed the surface. Across the river in Davenport, a series of old speakeasies still lie in the shadows to this day. Above ground, you hear the sounds of development. But the deeper you go, the only sound is silence. Silence. Silence.
Damn, dude, you're fucking good at this.
I know how to read sometime. I don't. And then in quote, I'm assuming this is by. Okay, he's quoting here. Okay, quote. I didn't really sense the level of the speakeasies that we would have. I didn't really sense the levels of the speakeasies that we would have.
Yeah, the editor messed up.
And then what's funny is there's a comma at the end.
Yeah.
And then it says
President of Big Dog Construction.
period.
I can imagine he's got
Big
like some kind of
Dog.
accent. I didn't really sense the levels of the speakeasies that we would have here. So it's me. Just let them know Sean Lawson from the Big Dog Construction sent you. Larson's company specializes in remodeling old buildings, but along the way, he's been forced to become something of a history expert, even though he didn't really sense the level of speakeasies. Whatever that means. And like you just walk on the streets, like on the sidewalks, you're like, I sense a speakeasy beneath me.
My spider sense is tingling.
My speakeasy senses.
This guy just says, "Let me into your basement. There must be a speakeasy down there."
He goes, I smell bootleg booze.
What is that, Lassie?
Is that bootleg booze in the
Is that
well?
bootleg booze down there in the well? Go get Timmy.
But in the century-old United Cigar building on Main Street, we start with a trip down the stairs. Quote, you could envision the people in the basement having their drink, says Larson. These are just boring-ass quotes.
Why would you quote that? Just paraphrase it.
Yeah. Like, what's it? Quote, you could envision the people in the basement having their drinks. Okay? It's a speakeasy. That's the point.
Yeah, I don't know. What is that?
I think it's the ice machine. If you guys are listening and you hear stuff in the background, it's just probably there's an ice machine back there and stuff. As you travel through the endless halls, it's hard to grasp where you are. But one speakeasy sits roughly below me and Billy. Downtown, for Larson, there's always a dead giveaway.
One speakeasy to rule them all.
One speakeasy to rule them all. And this is the speakeasy filled with porn.
Oh, God.
But Larson quickly pointed out what appears to be a trap door. We're lucky enough to have the stairway intact, says Larson. The trap door was blocked and cemented. These quotes suck. These quotes suck, dude. The trap door was blocked and cemented over decades ago, but the only communication system remains to this day. So the old communication system should be down there still. Quote, this right here is how they would have communicated.
Wait.
says Larson.
Why
What?
is that quote there? What
Wait,
is happening?
it continues, says Larson. Quote, there's a series of switches here that would have led to something, or some lighting up above us that would...
What the fuck?
Wait a
You stroking out, or is it the person
Is that
on the-
worded like that?
All right, I might have been stroking out there. All right, so, quote, there's a series of switches here that would have led to some lighting up above us that would have been below a counter. It's
That's
just like,
poorly worded.
yeah.
There's lighting above us and the below thing, and then there's some
Yeah,
switches,
it's
and the
just-
stuff's over there.
That's what it was like, because you can hear me reading everything else smooth, but when I get to his quotes and how he's speaking, it's weird.
Speaking his accent, maybe it'll help.
Okay. There's a series of switches here that will have like a lighting system like above us, and like there would be like a counter, and below it there'd be in the counter with
That
the
sounded
lights.
better.
That sounds a lot better, actually.
Okay, Larson. Thanks. Larson's construction expertise mixed with his knowledge of history, he easily dates when certain walls were added to hide the speakeasies. It's common to find false walls inside the space.
Bum, bum, bum.
And it continues. For documentation or historical proof of that era, all you have to do is look across Main Street, inside the Davenport Library, which is where I got literally what I'm reading right now.
Hell yeah.
Inside the Davenport Library, we fittingly head underground again to the Special Collections Department. These are a bunch, quote, these are a bunch of different photographs from our collection, says Special Collections Supervisor Jessica Marisol. Is that who we talked to, or is this like... It could have been. I guess we didn't ask her name.
I don't remember who we did talk to be
But,
honest with
If
you.
it was, thank you for
Yeah.
the collections agency. That's definitely not what
That's
it is.
bill collecting?
that's
Special
not-
collections agency.
That's not the same
Special
thing.
collections
That is
agency.
by far different. Photos and newspaper clippings from Prohibition show how speakeasies honeycombed Davenport streets. Quote, there were quite a few speakeasies, actually, says Marisol. These quotes suck.
Hey, Jay, you're in a room right now. End quote.
Yeah, right? This room houses things. So we walk into a bathroom. There's a toilet in here. End quote.
Thanks.
says Jacob Woods.
Says Jacob. Jesus.
All right.
These
keep
quotes are
reading.
funny. Local papers support the story with headlines including 2,000 gallons seized, record crime increased, and busy year for Prohibition officer. Those crimes still live today in black and white.
Newspaper.
Okay, cool. The library also has original police blotters from the 20s and 30s on file. I think it's interesting, quote, that there's a lot of intoxication, says Marisol, obviously through Prohibition. Okay.
So they probably had a lot of arrest cards that
Yeah.
were for public intoxication or possession of alcohol during
Right.
Prohibition.
I mean, could you imagine if it was still Prohibition today? Shit.
I don't drink, dude, so
Okay, good for you. It's a thing that's not...
Must be nice to have your life together.
I know.
Yeah, right. I don't know what that feels like.
Wish I did.
Where was I? It's a theme that's no surprise to Larson, as he continues to find speakeasy upon speakeasy as he's walking down the sidewalk sniffing them out. Speakeasy.
He's like on a chain on his hands and knees. Dude, find him, boy. Find him. You get him.
He's just walking. There. Over there. There's one.
He doesn't even point. He points like a dog.
Yeah, with his nose. Where's it, boy? There's a speakeasy fucking over there.
There's a fucking speakeasy over there.
There's a speakeasy fucking over there. All right. So moving on to the Davenport Hotel building in 1907, Larson points out another example. But other than that, I don't care. I just wanted to get through our point here. So they were saying that there was a speakeasy down here at some point underneath the Me and Marley or whatever that.
Billy.
Billy and me and Billy.
Billy and I, Billy and me.
What is
Me, myself, and Billy.
What is that restaurant down there?
I don't care. They're not.
I don't know,
We're not
yeah.
in there. We're not
Ain't
gonna
in
plug
there,
them.
so- Yeah.
Yeah, Marley and me or whatever it is. Fuck them. But Yeah, so that's kind of gonna wrap up what I'm doing for the building. You had some quotes.
There's some. So I bought the history of cigars in Davenport, Iowa, from a.
Continue. Michael's pushing stuff off the table.
Oh
over there.
yeah, like a cat,
Like a fucking cat.
dork.
Little loser.
Can't even hold on to his things. Fucking opposable thumbs. Can't even use them right.
Anyway, as you're saying, you got a book.
I have a book about cigars, and there's a bunch of like quotes in the back of the book. And one of them was like Demi Moore. There's
What?
yeah, literally. There's something about smoking a cigar that feels like a celebration. It's like a fine wine. There's a quality and a workmanship, a passion that goes into smoking a fine cigar. Okay.
Why did his voice change?
Who is that, Demi?
Yeah, it's Demi,
Oh.
dude. Very
Yeah, dude. Don't you know?
very
Of course I know.
interesting. Ulysses S. Grant, who was a drunk.
He was.
Cheap cigars come in handy. They stifle the odor of cheap politicians.
Yeah, that whiskey that's on my breath.
All right, let's look for one more here. Okay. Horace Greeley, a cigar has a fire at one end and a fool at the other. Hey-o.
Heyo, heyo, that's you, Ulysses S. Grant, you fucking fool.
You fool. And there was one that I'm trying to find real quick if you guys want to kill
I thought you said that was Demi Moore as well, this one that you're looking for.
I know, I'm looking for it. I don't know if it was Demi.
Was there a lot? How many are there?
There's like 2 pages. Where was it?
Which one were you?
Maybe it was above Demi Moore.
Because you said Demi Moore and then you read that one from what I remember.
Oh, it was George Burns. My bad.
George
My
Burns,
bad.
okay.
The picture of Demi Moore is directly underneath
Yeah.
this. When they saw me walking down the street smoking a cigar, they say, "Hey, that 14-year-old kid may be going places. Of course, it's all good prop. It's also a good prop on the stage. When you can't think of what you are supposed to say next, you take a puff on your cigar until you think of your next line. This 14-year-old kid just fucking.
I can imagine he's like walking down the street and they go, "Hey, kid, you're going some ways.
Hey, thanks, kid.
Hey, you're going to go some ways, kid. I see you with that cigar in your mouth there. You're going to go some ways."
Yeah, he's gonna go into the grave.
Yeah.
Fucking. That's smoking at 14. This can't be healthy.
It's gum cancer right
I
there.
know, no shit, but
I was trying to do one of those Newsies voices. I don't think I did that right.
it's okay, dude.
I used to be able to do those Newsies accents, but I guess not.
It's okay.
Either you gonna soundbite me out?
No, I don't remember that soundbite. And it was
Make up
so
a new one.
good. Okay, fuck. All right. Well, thank you, Jay, for your amazing information, your beautiful face, and your wonderful smile. I love you, Jay.
So now this is just a love song.
I know, dude.
Like, Jesus.
Can I just fucking
Do you want me to leave?
swoon you, bro? Just let me fucking
That went from a
swoon you.
soundbite to a love song, an actual ballad.
I know, bro, and it was fucking.
But
It
anyway,
was my heart.
Jay, do you want me to drive your car home and you can ride with Anthony? Jesus.
so now that we know all of that, what we're in, what we're at, where we're at, what we're at, in and at, and where and what.
Okay, then. Yes.
Now we're gonna get into the fun stuff, which you guys came here for, the supernatural. But before, you got some stuff you want to go over. You got some interviews, right?
Yes, I do.
So before you get started, hey, Anthony finally has
Interviews.
That's me.
That's me.
Imagine having your own soundbite.
I know, it's weird, dude. I sing your soundbite
I know.
different every
Yeah,
time.
I actually kind of like that.
And it hurts my brain every time.
Good. I like to watch you struggle.
So I forgot. There it is. Okay.
So guess what? I got 2 sound bites.
Yeah, well,
Yeah.
that's cool, man. Not everyone can be Tyler.
Not everybody wants to be.
No one wants to be. Not everyone. No one wants
No
to
one
be.
wants to be. No one wants to be with.
They look. Wow.
Oh,
Wow,
man.
bro.
Damn.
That was.
They see me walking on the
that
sidewalk.
Was hard. That was a brutal one, dude.
They see me walking on the sidewalk. No one wants that stupid can of beans looking ass.
That can of
ass-
Creole seasoning.
Thick ass boy.
That can of
That
Creole,
can of Creole
seasoning
seasoning looking
bitch.
ass. You can of beans head ass looking ass.
Oh, my God.
You look like a can of beans. You look like a potato covered in mayonnaise.
No, you look like a look at
You
that little
sound
guy.
like a potato.
Sound like a potato covered in mayonnaise, little asshole.
Oh my God, a potato covered in mayonnaise. How do you think of that shit?
Dude, I honestly
Fucking
like.
top notch, dude.
That is
Yo,
top
dude,
notch.
that 12-year-old roasted.
You
me.
roasted. You sound like a potato covered in mayonnaise.
What?
Roasted.
All right, here we go.
All right, so what are you doing now?
This is my first interview, and it's with Emma Fritz, she's a manager at the Oh So Sweet Bakery and has been working here since I think approximately 2016.
Cool.
Her first QQQ is it has the question inside it. It's such a beautiful question. I just wanted to keep it inside this queue. So here we go.
That's a weird way to say that, but
That's a weird transition.
Go for it.
They were messing around in the basement. I don't know what they were doing, like restoration, because it used to be an old speakeasy down there. And I mean, I would say less than a year, maybe 6 months or so. I was starting to like get touched, and we would hear stuff.
Okay, by touch, like what were they doing? Were they like grabbing your shirt? Like, could you go a little bit more in depth in that?
Yeah. So when you work in food service, when you walk behind someone, you say behind or touch their shoulder or something. So I would be up at the cash register, and I would feel somebody either tug like at the lower back of my shirt or tap on my shoulder. So I always thought someone was behind me, telling me they were behind me, but there was nobody there.
Were you turning it down?
Yeah, it's because remember when it's really high, it gets really fucking sharp. So I turned it down a little
I
bit
can just turn the highs down.
I got you. I would usually at 25 on my recorder. I'm kind of the recorder guy here. And I know that's super
Weird flex, but okay.
Yeah, okay, cool, dude. Guess fuck us.
I'm kind of the recorder guy.
Hey, it's weird, dude. For people that can't see, he's trying to swagger
classic
jack my
deflecting.
style.
Classic deflecting.
Yeah. he took my same style of recorder,
Anyway,
As Anthony says, hey, go buy that one because your old recorder sucks. You told me to do
I'm
it.
the recorder guy. I wouldn't know if your recorder sucks, so.
But all right, recorder guy, back to that queue.
Back to Emma. She was talking about it started immediately since she worked. They were restoring the basement. They came in, and then all of a sudden they were getting paranormal activity all over the place, and they were like touching her shoulder, pulling on her shirt, and just very physical kind of touchy, weird stuff. So the next cue is, I asked her if she can get a little bit more in depth into the touching, and this is what she had to say. Okay, so besides the touching and the tapping, what else have you experienced here in this building?
Okay. We heard a woman scream, "Help me." A lot of us see like a adolescent boy. He's like maybe 12, 13, 14. We see him quite often. And I've seen a woman walk through the dining room. And actually just today, one of the morning girls saw a shadow in our dry storage.
So they got a lot of visual kind of shadow figures, and she is able to see a young boy in this store. She kind of described that it'll peek out from certain places and kind of play little trickster games. Play little trickster games and stuff like that. The fourth cue is she kind of mentions things being thrown by him, and she thinks it's kind of like a game, like he kind of tries to scare people with it. And
What a little dick.
Even though he sounds like a great little child and just wants to have fun, it's still, ghost kids are so creepy.
Yeah, no, I know.
Yeah, especially if a little kid's throwing something at me.
Yeah, so I kind of asked her, like,
you're gonna get hit, little boy.
yeah,
You can get the people's
clapped,
elbow.
bro. All right, but back to the queue. I asked her like what kind of things were being thrown, and this was what she had to say.
They were just telling me a story today about the cupcakes. Like stuff just falls. It's in the middle of the table. It just goes flying. We've had cupcakes fall. I've had a mixer fallen off the table. We've had loaves of bread fly. The clock has fallen off the wall. I think she's here.
Oh, sorry about that. The owner had walked in during our interview, and that's
Thanks, Tiphanie.
Actually, no, seriously, thank you for allowing us in here.
I know, I'm just kidding.
I know.
Chill.
I will fucking go to bat for Tiphanie because we are the first paranormal group that has been in this building,
dude.
And that is kind of a
that's
big
pretty
deal.
Of course.
That's kind
Thank
of a
you so
fucking cool
much.
deal.
That's the second. That's the second time that we've had that. We had that at D&E. We were like the first people in there to actually do like a legit thing. But I said thing like I didn't know the word investigation.
And a legit thing.
When we do the thing and stuff, and then we've been here, so that's pretty cool.
Yeah, and on cue, I agree. On cue number 5, I asked her, is there a reason maybe why the spirits show themselves to her a little bit more or a little bit more active around her? And this is what she had to say.
I think I'm highly sensitive. I think I'm open. And I think that they know I can see them or feel them. And I think they kind of like that.
Okay. And when you see, can you kind of describe what you see?
Yes. The young boy I see, we've all, I don't know if she has, but most of us, we've seen him more than anybody. So usually we have one of these tall speed racks around the corner. So I can see him like peeking around it. Like he is very curious. So I see him around here. We've had a couple girls see him like complete back by the basement. I'll see him just out of the corner of my eye, just like peek and then come back. And then the woman, I see her just like walk through the dining room. I'll just like see her out of the corner of my eye, across.
And what kind of clothing are they wearing? Like, do you know, like, if you had to guess?
So the boy wears like, we always describe it as old-timey clothes. So he's wearing like the high trousers, like a button-up shirt. He looked like he would be wearing like a hat and suspenders. Like he's probably, I would say like from, gosh, I don't know what time era that would be, early 1900s. Like he looks like he was plucked out of a book.
So she's a little bit sensitive and able to kind of, she's not like psychic. She never used that word, but she sometimes can pick up on what the spirits, where they're at and stuff like that. And she's describing the boy as early 1900s clothes, the suspenders. I'm guessing maybe like a paper boy type look to him. And the other woman, which we'll kind of get into a little bit later, because I'll talk about what the lore is with the multiple hauntings here. And she's just kind of wanders around the dining room, which is actually where we are shooting our podcast right now.
Yeah.
So maybe she'll come and visit us tonight.
Yeah, hey, if you're listening, come on, and sit at the table.
Can you imagine like hauntings in like 30 years or something, where instead of like those clothes from like the 1900s, they're in like skinny jeans,
acid
and like,
washed,
and like flannel and shit.
They're going
fucking hipster. I'm like, get the fuck out.
They got their fucking snapbacks on.
Yeah, they got their snapbacks on.
Oh my god.
They're wearing Heelys. You see them Heely across the
Everyone's got
room.
Everyone's got the same haircut, shaved on the sides, combed over.
Yep.
Yep.
Yeah, you don't hear him say help or anything. You just hear in the distance.
On God, dude.
On God. No cap.
Like, get the fuck out of my house.
On God. On God. On God. Oh man, I can't do my effects on this mixer. I need to get a mixer.
No.
Yeah, that's unfortunate.
That is actually really unfortunate.
Yeah. So the next cue that I have is she kind of talks about her sister having a little bit more, I guess, abilities than she does, and kind of talks about the children and the woman supposedly in this building. And this is what she had to say.
Not me. So I have a sister who can see, speak, talk to.
This is getting good, isn't it?
And my sister, Tiff will do Facebook Live videos, and my sister can pick stuff up. And she tells me that there's a brother and a sister here, and they died here, and they're like stuck because they're looking for their parents. So that's what she has told me that. She's like, they're stuck there. She's like, I keep seeing a fire and they're stuck and they can't find their parents. So that's kind of why they hang around.
Okay. Now, do you know any of the history of the building?
Well, after my sister said that, we did a little bit of digging, and where this place was, I believe, we did some research, but it used to be like a wooden shanty. That like a general store almost, before it was the United Cigar Building.
Yeah.
No.
Oh, okay.
Wooden shanty? Would this be where the like shantytown thing was?
Maybe.
It was the Tiphanie and
it was an old you want me to read?
Just read a very brief.
Yeah, I'll read the synopsis. So what it was before this building, it was the Tiphanie and Carmichael store, and it probably lasted at most a year. On March 13th, 1857, the Democrat newspaper stated that the wooden shanty on Main Street, formerly occupied by Tiphanie and Carmichael, was being torn down to make room for the new banking house of Cook and Sargent. People were happy to see the old original wooden structure go, ridding the city of the cause of so much destruction of property via a fire, and building in their place a substantial edifice of brick and stone. The change added greatly to the standing of the city and also produced a general feeling of safety from property holders. So in other words, there's tons of fires that happened because of these shanty houses, and they were sick of it and ready to get rid of it.
Yeah, and it sounds like that shanty actually went up too, which could play into, because a lot of and this is just theory, obviously, a lot of the theory for mine is if there is in fact a young boy and girl here, and her psychic sister is correct, and that's a lot of jumping.
Yeah.
A lot of these markets, these old school general markets, were 2 stories, and they would live
In the
top above it.
Yeah.
So you would have a family quarters at least on either the main floor or above it.
Right.
So that would make sense if it went up and maybe some people got caught in the fire.
A lot of the places here have apartments above. These bars and stuff.
Same thing in like Sterling and everything.
I mean, you see it a lot in the cities, though.
Yeah.
Still.
It's because you got to build up instead of build out.
Right.
Yeah.
The final cue for her is I asked if she thought the spirits were evil or malevolent, and this is what she had to say.
The boy is the one that I think he just likes to like mess around, and he's just like a naughty teenage adolescent boy. He likes to throw things and move things, and I think he likes to scare us.
Okay, just kind of play tricks and stuff like that.
Yeah, and I think the woman is just like residual. I just think she's
We've heard her.
Yeah.
So you think
I think
maybe a
she's-
fire and it's just
Yep.
playing over and
I
over
think
again?
she's just stuck. But the kids, I feel like him especially, he just likes to play.
So she thinks the children are just kind of tricksters. Like they just like to play pranks and kind of scare people just because they think it's funny and stuff like that. They're not necessarily evil.
Right.
So, and then it finally comes down to this. Tiphanie Gannon, the owner of Oh So Sweet Bakery here.
Yes. As seen on Food Network.
As
seen on Food Network.
Finalist even on
A
Food Network.
finalist,
Fucking
even.
Oh,
stud.
wow.
That's a flex.
Yeah, I know. But
Yeah,
she's
the only thing I was ever a finalist in was
the pacing run
last in the bathroom in
middle
my
school.
house. Yeah.
The pacer run.
The baser run. Yeah, right. I was a finalist in Being Born.
Hell yeah, bro. The sperm, you were a finalist there.
Exactly.
That's true.
Yeah.
Exactly.
I get
That's
it.
that's my point. Yeah.
You beat it, dude.
And
Hell
now
yeah.
you're a finalist in life.
What?
Yes, he's doing well. He's trying to give you a compliment. Take it.
Is that what that is, or is
Maybe.
eventually I will be a finalist in life?
Eventually your life will be final.
Yeah, exactly.
That's
There's
fucked
no
up.
compliment
Yeah,
there.
you're a dick, dude.
I knew where he was going with that.
I was
Hey,
hoping
you
for
know what?
praise, and you
Ghost
fat
boy.
shit.
Ghost boy.
Ghost boy. Okay, in the Q1, how long she has been here, and yeah, jumping right into it.
Yeah.
Was it? Jack said we were not wall to wall.
We were.
Been here 7
Sorry about
years.
that. Okay,
And I have experienced and heard things almost from day one.
from day one.
Yeah.
So, what are some of the things that you've heard and experienced just from right off the bat?
Sure. So when I first opened this business, my youngest child, she was probably 4. And I used to work the early morning shift, which means I would show up at 5 o'clock in the morning. And one morning I was running late, and I showed up about 5:30, and the team was already here. And I walked in the back door, and because I was late, I said, "Mommy's here." And as clear as a bell, as plain as day, we heard a child go, "Mom," like that. And it was so absolutely crystal clear, and everybody heard it, that I thought that my youngest daughter had jumped in my car, and I didn't notice that she had been in my car with me the whole time. So we all went out to my car to check and see if Daisy was in the car, but she wasn't in the car. So that was kind of like the first couple months. That's the first thing I had experienced around here. So
Okay. So she comes in, mommy's home, and one of her sons actually works here too. So this is very family oriented or very close knit business. And
cool.
she hears a mom, and just like a disembodied voice. And that would be creepy.
Yeah.
That'd be awful. But
Yeah, especially with a child.
yeah,
As
that's what. So that's
know
the weird
from us,
thing.
We hate listening
yeah.
to ghost children.
The weird thing is, what was the name of the original building? Tiphanie and whatever. Yeah, it's fine.
Something.
Yes, but Tiphanie.
Same name.
And it's the same name.
Tiffany and Carmichael.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So if these children, you know what I mean, were looking for their mom, and there's a woman named Tiphanie that owns a business in this location and comes in yelling, "Mommy's home," and they're missing their parents, they could question, like, "Mom?" Like, upward inflection, like, "Is that you, Mom?" So,
Mom, I didn't know you could bake like this.
hell yeah, Mom. Throw some of that fucking cupcakes my way. Some of that.
Yeah.
She does more than cupcakes, by the way. I don't know why we keep falling back to that, but she does.
I think it's because the only thing I can see over there right now is just cupcakes.
Yeah, probably because she sold out of all her other shit.
And the cupcakes are probably bomb.
Ballin'. Cue number 2 is, what are objects being... I asked her what some of the objects were that are being thrown around this place by poltergeist activity.
Measuring cups will go flying, wooden spoons will go flying, faucets will turn on out of nowhere, like full blast. Emma has seen a guy going down the stairs in the hole. Just all sorts of things. I haven't seen anything myself as far as like full body apparitions or even outlines of spirits. The only things that I've experienced are like I've heard them.
Okay. So she's heard a lot of things. She did say she mentioned seeing one guy down at the bottom of the stairs, though. So I don't know if that's the basement or if that's in the dry goods area called the Hole or whatnot, but sounds like there's quite a bit, and it's pretty consistent all the way through from the people I interviewed and stuff like that. So the third cue that I have is there's a lady.
Interview?
Third cue.
Okay.
There's only 2 interviews.
Gotcha.
The third cue is a woman that's screaming for something, and she kind of talks about it, and it's definitely kind of weird.
Yeah.
So there's a lady, I've heard the lady twice yell, "Help me!" at the top of her lungs. And I'm not the only one we've all heard it. So we've heard her yell that twice. I feel bad. I don't know what happened to her. I don't know what circumstances happened. But if you guys could move her on to the light or help.
So Tiffany has heard this lady, the same voice, yell, "Help me," like at the top of its lungs. And multiple people have heard this voice come from inside and being a disembodied voice. And I believe I maybe missed over this in some of my reviewing of Emma's. I think her sister said that, or maybe Emma feels it, that this lady is here and she's sad. Like there's like a depression about her. Like she's kind of stuck here and she can't get out.
Yeah. So something about us real quick, if you're listening, one thing we don't really do is we investigate. We try to find evidence of there being supernatural occupation here. Mm-hmm. But we don't necessarily exorcise those spirits or move those spirits on. Anthony is more religious than I am. He might be willing to say a prayer, but that's not something we advertise that we necessarily do.
No.
So if you think like, okay, we want to get these guys over here, maybe they can clear these spirits out. That's not what we do.
No, we're not professionals in that at all.
No.
The most I can do is just, that's why we try to communicate with them to see what they want.
Right.
Because sometimes you can just get them to work through their own things. Maybe they'd realize that they're passed away, or just by communicating, because we are the first group that's came in here and investigated, and we're also the first people that like truly tried to communicate with them,
talk to them,
because it sounds like they didn't really do a lot of recordings and stuff like EVP sessions here, just because they just didn't really want to know. You know what I mean? They didn't, because it's scary. Like if you don't do this consistently, it can be kind of
terrifying.
Yeah. So, like I said, we're not we are not exorcists. We're not. You know what I mean?
I just wanted to make sure I clarified that if anybody's listening in here. We don't do that.
No. The most that I'll do is I'll try to pray for them because I am religious, and hopefully, you know what I mean, hopefully that will help make them find peace.
Yeah, but we're not advertising that it will work, and we're not saying that
don't
have hopes in it.
Yeah, and I told her that. It's like, it may, I'm not guaranteeing.
We'll say something, you'll say a prayer or something, but.
Yeah, exactly. So. Yeah, please don't come searching us to try to exercise your house because there's some demon there.
For the love of God, please don't.
Please don't.
Because we're going to come in there and we're going to be like, oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. And then all of a sudden I'm just going to get possessed. Oh, no.
Oh, no.
Oh, no, please stop.
Oh, God. Cue number 4 is some of the most haunted locations in this bakery. And this is what she had to say for that.
I would say the basement. Sorry. You guys are going to hate it.
What?
The basement is by far. That's where our friend had a dream. He had a dream about that the veil came down. He was getting a sport coat down there. He was downstairs getting a sport coat, and he was climbing back up the stairs, and a veil came down. And in between him and this veil was a figure, and it was a woman. And she said to him, I died down here. How did she say it? I died down here. I died down here.
Yep. And he couldn't scream. He couldn't move. He tried to run back up the steps. So the basement for sure is the most haunted. The hole, we've seen so much stuff. The hole, that's what we call our dry storage area.
Okay.
We'll take you to the hole. I know the girls see stuff in the front where people sit. I've never seen that myself, but we've also had stuff just go flying in the kitchen. So.
Okay. And so the
and just so you know, Tiffany, we do love going in the basement. We love basements. We love creepy areas, so we do love it.
We did.
That's our thing.
I hate the basement.
Tyler hates the basement.
Yeah,
that's why we put him
basement.
down there most of the time.
Fucking hate the basement.
Yeah, I have only 2 cues left. Cue number 5 is, did they find anything in the basement that was vintage?
So anyway, first of all, let's talk about the fact that this guy had some debilitating dream as he's walking upstairs.
Yeah, I mean, it's hard to. No, the dream was him walking up those stairs.
Oh, so he dreamt that
he
was
dreamt
happening.
that happened.
Oh, okay.
So
I was thinking she was saying he froze doing
there.
it, and he was walking upstairs, and then
I thought that too, and
that's
then
what I thought.
Yeah, maybe I misheard. Maybe he froze, and all of a sudden that's kind of like what he experienced or whatever.
Yeah,
if that's
because she
case,
says he couldn't scream, so I'm thinking, was that real life?
I don't know if that was his dream form, not being able to scream down. So
Gotcha.
Take your own, analyze it yourself and see what you think.
Yeah.
And cue number 5 is, did they find anything vintage? Sometimes you'll find the old Prohibition stuff in the floors and stuff.
Old film reels of pornography.
There's pornos down there.
There's porn down there.
Like vintage porn.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah, dude. Down there.
Hell yeah, but you're porn down there.
Really?
It's real to real.
Like how old? Like
60s and 70s.
Okay.
They're reels, aren't they?
Yes.
So
That's
it's
the
film.
only thing.
It's film?
Yeah, I don't know what went on in the basement. So I've heard that it used to be a speakeasy. Did they tell you that?
We haven't. So she kind of gets into the speakeasy and says maybe it was a movie theater because they are actual old school
legitimate awesome old school film reels,
and a lot of them.
There's a lot of them.
There's some porn. There is some porn,
but there are a lot of real movies.
There are other just actual movies.
But then again, that could just be a title on the outside.
It's those cheesy, shitty porn movie titles for Star Whores and stuff
like the ones that I make.
Godzilla, Horzilla.
God,
Thick Boyzilla.
Horzilla versus King Dong.
Horzilla versus King Dong.
Hell yeah, brother.
No, but the names on the reels down there, they were legitimate movies. But who knows? Maybe
there's a handful that sound legit horror movies.
But that could just be the name on the outside, so that way you don't open it up.
You never know what's on the inside.
Find the porn on the inside.
And that's what counts.
The porn.
The porn.
The final cue is her plug because she has allowed us into her business late in the I guess morning hours now.
And trusting three ghost boys to sit in her lovely establishment all night, which is so sweet. Oh, so sweet.
It's
so sweet.
You could say, oh, so sweet of her. And we appreciate the opportunity to be here. So, yeah, go ahead and play that cue.
All right.
Plug. We're just, we're a From Scratch Bakery that's located in downtown Davenport, Iowa. And we're known for our sandwiches. We have a really good lunch selection and our fresh soup every week. We're also known for French macarons, decorated cookies, which I was on Food Network for, cupcakes, and all sorts of things that are made from scratch.
Perfect. Now, is there a website or anything that they can try to find for you guys?
They can go to www.ohsosweetbytiffany.com, and my name is Tiphanie.
All
right. She didn't have like an Instagram or anything that.
What's the Instagram? What's the Instagram? We'll plug her Instagram.
We're gonna plug her Instagram for you. Yeah.
But she's such a sweet lady, and god damn, I wish I could have gotten here before it closed because I wanted.
Could have got some of the cookies or something.
Some of those food.
to try out some of the cookies. So we can't give you an actual like review of the cookies, but I mean, obviously they're good. Otherwise, I doubt this.
Food Network, good.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, it's a good enough for Food Network. And
is it a personal one or is it the work one?
It's work.
Okay.
You can also find her. It is actually it's really easy. So at Oh So Sweet by Tiphanie, Tiphanie,
all one word.
All one word, and that is on Instagram as well. Dude, all right, looking through here, this looks fire.
Yeah, go ahead and close that down real quick because I don't want to look at that anymore because it looks delicious.
Oh my god!
And I can't think of eating something sweet right now at 4 in the fucking morning.
My stomach's already kind of queasy.
Yeah.
It's like
yeah.
But now
the reason you guys come here, what did we find?
Did we find anything?
Our investigation.
Nothing.
Did we find nothing?
Did we?
Did we?
Did the spirits come here for unfinished business? And did they stay for the cookie?
I would have stayed for the cookies.
For the cookies, honestly, like Loki.
All right. Tyler, do you want to go first?
But anyway, while we're getting started, we're going to introduce my little brother. He helped us out today. He was our photographer for our merch shoot, and he was the video guy, our camera guy for our live video. And Michael.
Oh, sorry.
And he is asleep. He's over there asleep. You ready? Get over here, big boy.
Welcome.
Wake up. All right, he's going to take his time, I guess. So he's sitting over there, and he's going to come over. But he's going to be joining for you on YouTube if you're wondering why this little skinny kid is walking in on camera. That's my little brother, and he helped us out today. So he did part of the investigation of its own. He just stuck his hand in his pants and pulled out a middle finger.
Oh, yeah, dude.
And then touched his headphones. Bro, you're gonna get pink ear. That's how you get pink ear. But anyway, so let's go ahead and turn that mic on. There you go. All right, hello, welcome to the haunting table, Michael.
Hello.
Welcome. This is your first time around the table, and it's not gonna be your last time behind our camera for sure. So
he's a wizard.
It might be the last time at the table. We'll see how this turns out.
All right. Yeah. Sounds good.
This is gonna be great. All right.
Good to be here.
Yeah, you gotta aim it at you. So that's a directional mic. Yeah, you gotta aim it right at you. Cool. Alrighty, and like a little red spot on his forehead from where he was.
Show the camera.
I don't think you're gonna see it.
Oh my god! Fucking amateur hour over here.
No, he's lucky. He got to take a nap.
I know. I'm gonna be hurting.
But anyway,
all right. So, Tyler, what did you find?
So, I went through my EVP of when.
Oh, yours? Okay.
Yeah, of when Jay and I did
cool. There we go.
What?
You're like my EVP. No, like what we did with him. Remember what he said?
I guess I meant my recorder of our stuff.
Gotcha.
Yeah, but anyway. Your EVP.
Yeah, we did. There was one episode where we did a group, all three of us, and then Anthony was like, "So during my EVP session," and me and Tyler go, "Oh, your EVP session,"
and then it turns into a shit show in there. So go listen to the National building.
Yeah, that's a good episode. Oh, that was National. That's right. That was funny.
We were up in the office.
Oh my god, that was such a funny episode.
So good.
I'm decided we need to start recording an EVP.
There's so much to it. We're not going to get into the rest of that, but please, for the love of God, go listen to the next.
That is us on Prime Comedy.
Or you could watch on YouTube. Cause
we have it on YouTube
because we got a better editor now who did stuff. He's working on the
Tyler's
second one.
fired Tyler and then hired Tyler.
Yep, Tyler fired Tyler and hired Tyler. Tyler. All right. Anyway, let's get into this. So we did me and Tyler. We did groups today. We didn't do any solos. We did a full group session for the live
Facebook Live,
and then we did teams of 2.
Yep.
And me and Tyler were on a team.
Yep. So we didn't do anything out in the dining area. We went into it's the
hole.
The hole.
Yeah,
Okay,
I was calling it the pit for a while.
That's
I was
what I
going to
was-
fall into it and die.
We're going to the pit.
That was what I thought it was. I was like, wait, isn't it something else? But the hole. So the dry goods. We didn't really have a whole lot there, but there was kind of a reason. We sort of stopped that because
and up here, and the reason we didn't do, because I know there was the stories of the woman out here.
Yep.
But we couldn't.
You can kind of hear
The
in
bars were
background.
popping today. I mean, this is a different place.
Bro.
Iowa hits different.
It's a whole nother world.
The
now.
culture here is so different.
Oh my God.
I mean, there was a 21 birthday party for 21, and there was everybody's dressed up as different things. There was the Incredibles.
Yep.
It was so weird, and there was a group of teenagers almost it looked like, or early 20s
Something like
that were
that,
driving around the block, stopping by, and they had chicken. They're like, "You like our country music?" And I was like,
What the fuck?
Yeah,
Where am I?
I was like, where am I?
There's a car karaoke that SJ and I are walking across.
We walk across the street, and then they're yelling out the window, "Hey!" Or what are you? What the hell are you doing? They're like, "This
cheering
is
and shit."
Yeah, this is car karaoke or whatever it is." And
Dude,
they had lights in the car.
Dude,
and shit.
their car was fucking lighted up all rainbow colored and shit.
And
with
they
these
were
little
singing
lights.
through a
Dude.
speaker. You could hear it coming out of the car.
And you hear
What is
them.
this
They
playing?
drive down the road. You hear it just progressively get a little bit quieter, but you can still hear them 3 blocks down.
Yeah, we
It
went to a
was
bar, and they went, and on our back of our hoodies, we have a merch on. So they go, "The haunting table. Here, could you play darts for my friend? You're player number 2." And I was like, okay.
This was another
Ghost Boy 1.
world.
Yeah, it goes well. Yeah, this is another world here. But anyway, so that's why we didn't do up front
But-
or stay in the hole a long
Yep,
time.
there's no way. There's an alleyway directly outside. There's bars everywhere.
Yeah.
There's people walking everywhere around here, and
Being
we just
loud as shit.
yeah. And there was no way we were doing almost anything upstairs. So most of
Yeah.
our stuff was down in the basement. Yep, and then it
was just in the basement.
Yeah, we mostly did the basement to tell you
Because
the
that's the
truth.
only place we can get silence.
Yeah. So, let me go through here. I don't usually do this, so.
Oh, yeah, this is
crazy.
usually all Anthony.
I
So
had to-
Tyler's out of this
yeah.
realm right now. He's
I
queuing
am.
up.
I had to teach
Is-
him how to mark everything up, dude.
He
It's
did,
smooth,
bro.
though. It's fucking smooth.
Yeah.
And once he gets to it, yeah.
I'm ready, bro.
There we go.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Okay.
All right.
Send it.
So this one, we were downstairs in the basement, and I think that we both heard this because we both make mention of it, but I will play it for you and then tell you what it was.
Okay, of course. He has it plugged into the microphone port.
That's what Anthony told me to do.
I told you, and then I said, "Hey, switch it to the headphone port."
He's literally over here playing.
I
like,
literally
that's really quiet.
go, no, the other one, and then he looks at me and then nods his head, like, okay, I understand, and then proceeds to put it back into
I
the
thought you
same
were pointing
fuck-
at the other one.
and then proceeds to put it.
Podcast.
Huh?
I thought this was my first time on the podcast.
Wow, okay, he's staying muted.
Yeah, dude.
turn that shit down.
Damn, you're a dick, dude. You're lucky you're his brother, bro.
All right, anyway.
So this might actually work now.
Hey, there it is.
Okay, that sounded super close.
Yeah, did you hear that little popping?
Yeah, it's like
Yeah,
right off the bat.
that wasn't us. So there was water. There's water dropping from pipes downstairs, like drippage. But you could hear it in the distance, and then this got super close to us.
This one, what it sounded like to me, I think it's right in the very beginning. You'll hear the light click on. That's what that clicking is. But it's right before that because we clicked on the light because I can't remember who heard it, but we heard like gravel like move, like someone's foot was like moving against it, and it was enough to catch our attention.
Yeah,
I guess we'll say. So I'll play it again here. Are you ready?
yeah.
Okay.
Okay, that sounded super close. That really is.
It's really, really quiet. If you actually listen to it on there, it sounds a little bit better. But
You can hear this.
It's like it sounds like something's like splashing in the
Yeah,
water.
yeah. It almost sounds like it popped my knuckles.
Yeah.
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 But that was the like I said, it was enough for us to kind of like actually get
Yeah.
Were you able to
it
find
noticed. What's that?
Were you able to debunk that? Did you try to figure out anything? What
No,
did you guys find?
no. And
Like-
the only water dropping was far enough away to where it wouldn't sound that close. You know where the water was dripping down there.
It was like around the corner.
Yeah.
I believe, yeah. And this sounded like it was like right there in the room
Yeah.
with us, honestly. So
Yep.
that one was a little strange. Dude, why the hell did my thing close? Oh, there we go. All right, cool. So the next one that I have, this does start with you talking, by the way, just so you know. But you'll hear something in there, and then we kind of just we talk about it a little bit because there's more than one thing right here. So this one was interesting. But you will hear Jay talking right away. So.
Or you can go by it and talk by it, and we'll be able to hear you.
Oh,
Yeah.
sound like hay?
Kind of. Yep.
I just saw something reflective up there. Like it moved from here to here.
You were talking about the wall, the one wall.
I thought I was hearing something in the other room, to be honest with you. Like by the stairs?
What's
or
that?
over on this side?
Play it again. I want to hear
This side?
that.
Do we have more that's happening in there, or just that?
No, it was so there was two main things, and I make mention of it. I don't remember exactly when. It might be a little bit, but Jay thought he saw something on one of the walls. It
was in the ceiling. It wasn't necessarily on the wall. I could see it kind of close to me, and it went from left to right. It was in between the two fires. You know how you saw the pillar,
Yeah.
and then emptiness, and then the wall. It was
Yep.
it was right in between there.
What it look like?
I couldn't tell you. It just I just noticed something move, and it seemed as to reflect light.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
But there's no light to reflect, so I was like, that's what threw me off. It stuck out. So
Yep. And then I say that I thought I heard laughing or something like that.
In the
That
other
is-
room?
Yep.
Yeah.
That was just before Jay clicks his light on to say that he saw something
Yeah.
reflecting. So we'll play it again here. See if you can catch the sound before Jay says something.
I just saw something reflective up there. Like it moved from here to here.
The sound is like right in the beginning. Like right when I hit play. So you want me to play it one more time?
Yeah. Play it
yeah,
one more
maybe
time.
go a little further back. Can you?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, hang on.
It's your first time, dude?
Yes.
I have no idea. Okay, so I went back a handful of seconds. Where's this? Okay, so I went back about 10 seconds. I have no idea what this
Okay.
is, so you might want to turn it down a little bit.
yeah,
but-
yeah. Go for it. You're good.
Over there. You can get close to it and change colors, or you can go by it and talk by it, and we'll be able to hear you.
Yep, I heard that one. Yeah, it's like
Yeah.
a weird little.
I just saw something reflective up there.
Yeah. So that's why I said reflective. I guess it wasn't necessarily reflective. It's just it caught my eye, and I
Yeah.
don't know what it would have been reflecting.
I got you.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's cool. Got a little.
That's interesting.
Yeah, and like I said, I don't remember exactly when I say it, but I do say I thought I heard like laughing or something.
Yeah.
So I do make mention of it. That was something that actually we heard while we were there. So
I didn't hear it. You heard it.
Yeah,
I didn't hear
that's
anything.
true. But the next, there was a small room right next to the big kind of open area in the basement, which had a really old, really awesome looking safe door to it. So we'll just dub that the safe room, pretty much.
The safe room.
Yep. And we,
Because it was a safe. It for sure was a safe at one point.
And so we moved into there. And one thing that happened in the beginning, it just doesn't sound great on the recorder, was that Jay thought he saw a shadow down the hallway. So you look out the door, there's another little room where the stairs go up, and then there's the back room that leads to where all the film reels are. And there's a doorway. You can see the light because the light was on in that film room, I think. Yeah. And Jay saw like a shadow move from one side to the other of that.
Yeah.
And on here it doesn't sound great because we're just talking like pretty loud and everything. But so I skipped that one. But that did happen. The first one that I have is we're just gonna play it. Okay. Let's see what you think of it.
Did you hear hay?
Yeah, there you
It's all
go.
good.
Oh, it is okay.
Yep.
All right, go ahead and play it again.
Did you hear hay?
I did. I definitely heard it. I heard that live.
Yeah.
I heard it. Hey.
Yeah.
Play it one more time. Yep.
Yeah.
100%.
Yep.
I heard that live.
Yep.
Kind of crazy.
Yep. That one was
Is that what you heard, Michael?
Am I still muted?
No.
That's a yes.
Honestly, I mean, it always feels like if you hear something that's quiet, like a little mist or noise in the background, you can always think it's like, hey. I don't know. I feel like it's always like that.
I definitely heard hey.
Well, maybe
I definitely heard hey.
A lot better in person.
We were down there and I heard it live, and you could tell when it's a car driving by. You could tell when it's a pipe starting up or water going through a pipe. You can tell when it's a foot moving across the ground because we say it is. So you can play it one more time. We can listen.
Yep.
Yeah, because as soon as
you like jerk.
Yeah.
And like you can hear that, and it's just
So something that's, that some people may not understand is when you do investigations for a little bit now, because we've been doing it for about a year now, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Well, more than that. We've been doing the podcast for a year.
Yeah.
We've been doing ghost investigations.
We've been investigations for a while, but I mean our podcast.
Yeah.
You start to kind of understand where your noise pollutions come from and what they kind of sound like. Like you were saying, like cars go by, outside, like
air handling units starting up.
Yes, ventilation
popping and all that
stuff,
plumbing
like that.
running through pipes.
And that's not saying that Michael, that you're wrong. You should always have that skepticism with you.
Agreed.
And that
Anthony knows. I always say that about some of the stuff he brings to the table.
So
I'm like, I don't hear that at all.
Don't ever feel like you should, just because we've been doing this a little bit, that you should feel like, I've got to believe them. And the same goes for our listeners,
right?
Yeah. If there's something that you maybe you're like, I don't know, or I thought it said this and we thought it said something else, please throw it in our social media.
Yeah.
Like, please reach out to us on an email. Just kind of talk to us, because we want that interaction with our fans, because you guys are really important to us.
Yeah.
So just wanted to give that a heads up.
And also if you're wanting to get into the ghost hunting game, that's just something to keep in mind. Always learn where your noise pollutions come from, and never take offense to someone not agreeing with you.
Yes.
Because when it comes to a lot of it's subjective.
Mm-hmm.
And unless you have concrete proof, and if concrete proof existed, what we're doing right now would not be as cool.
No.
Right.
It would be considered science, and we would be just nerds and boring.
Yes.
exactly.
Correct.
Well, I guess that's not true, because science is actually pretty fun to listen to.
I suck at science though, so
I'm only saying science and boring, dumb and boring, because I'm dumb.
Yes.
I don't get it.
We don't understand it. But yeah.
Yeah. So anyway,
next one.
The last one that I have is you know what? We'll just play it. Screw it.
Sure.
We're just gonna go.
Just fucking screw it, dude.
Yeah.
Good
screw
cue.
it, dog.
I just saw some moving light down there. Did you see it? Mm-hmm.
So we both saw the same.
Oh, it's a soundbite
shadow.
of us saying,
Yep.
telling a story that we
Pretty much.
right now.
No,
Okay.
you got to hear it so that it's live. So there's the validation that we saw that. Jeez.
I love what Anthony does those too. He's like, so I was upstairs in the bathroom and my EMF detector was going off and it was just crazy and I don't know what was happening. And then so here's the soundbite and he plays it. My EMF is going off. And then all right, there's a soundbite. Yeah, that's like that was worth it.
Hell yeah, dude!
It was always worth it.
So that they know that we're not saying something.
Taking a shit and it hit the water and the EMF went off.
I was like, I don't know what happened.
So this was right near the end of when we were doing our investigation, and we both saw something down in that same little area that Jay thought he saw something earlier. And
yeah, we were sitting in the safe room, and then there's the door from the safe room, and you can see the stairs to the right outside of it, and then even further back is the door that goes to the hallway that leads to the other basement.
The film reel room pretty much is where it's all that's
the porn house.
Hell yeah,
the porn.
That side of the basement, way back there, had lights on, and that's I think another unit's basement. So we don't go there and we don't turn the lights off. So you can kind of see some light in the background, and you could tell the light was back there, and then I just saw something run past it. Yep. It went dark and then light again, almost like something ran past.
Was it tall or like how?
I couldn't really tell. I just saw a shadow run past.
Was it? Yeah, obviously had to be tall enough though for it to shadow most of the light though, right?
That, yeah.
And chunky enough.
Oh hell yeah, thick boy.
He was a thick boy.
Yeah,
okay.
Let's go.
He covered up the whole threshold.
Okay, fair enough.
But
he's here fucking eating cookies all day long.
Hell yeah, dude.
But that is what I had. So I had a few little interesting ones.
Yeah,
we had.
I had
the one, and then the one that we thought sounded like. I thought those were pretty fucking cool.
Yeah.
So,
you want to go into the table?
Mike, dude.
Cool.
Well, shouldn't you, Jacob? Did you have anything?
They did it together.
I did nothing. I wasn't there. It was all Tyler, and he told my story. Yeah,
those are my AVPs.
Yeah.
Let me get my phone really quick.
I didn't exist.
Okay, so he's grabbing his phone because he didn't come prepared.
I did not. You got me while I was asleep.
No, it's fine. So,
but you walked over here awake.
So he's gonna kind of talk about his because this is his first. Is this your first time
ever doing anything like this?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, so we popped his cherry today with ghost hunting. I know it's kind of weird, brother on brother.
Hey, your brother popped your cherry.
What are you doing, real bro?
Something drier.
But no,
something drier.
So kind of explain. I'll get a little bit more in depth into what we did and stuff like that, but kind of give what you felt during your personal.
We're sort of training him through this right now. We're walking him through how to do this.
Yeah,
and you're listening to him being trained.
So definitely, when I first got here, when we went throughout the building, I thought they said it was the pit, but it's not the pit. It's just the hole.
The hole. It's the hole.
Okay, so
the hole, dude.
That's from your original one too. On that one, that slap one. Did you get that one?
I didn't write that one down.
Yeah, here you go.
So it didn't really feel like anything in the hole, but then when we went downstairs, it definitely felt like the air got heavy, like it was musty and kind of just.
You didn't feel anything in the hole, dude?
It's like throwing a hot dog down the hallway. God damn.
Bro, okay.
It just felt like a darker space, obviously, downstairs, and apparently they said that it was a lot more haunted. There's a lot more activity in the hole over there. But when we first started, we went right to the hole, right?
God damn it, stop saying that.
Dude, he's got a lot of activity in his hole.
Fucking around. They went right.
My wife is gonna get mad.
Yeah, we went right to the hole.
Stop.
We didn't no dinner, no drinks. We just went straight to the hole.
You didn't do anything beforehand.
Dry
right to
goods.
the hole. The dry goods hole.
I honestly don't know what else I'm supposed to say.
Call it the pit.
We should
call it the pit.
We should probably call it the pit at this point.
Call it the pit at this point.
Okay.
No, keep calling it the hole.
Okay. I mean, I'm not sure what else to go on from what I was saying other than just what we found. But, I mean, we started in the hole.
Mm-hmm. Sure you did.
Really, really deep in the hole.
Okay, well, that's you're going a little too overbound.
You guys weren't?
No, we're joking about what's actually being said. We're not- So anyway, he put his fist in my butt. Like,
The
okay.
entire fist. And then he reached the other one, and I was like, whoa, it can't get that big. And he's like, yes,
Okay.
it can.
All right, I'm muting it. All right, continue.
Okay, we started in the pit, and then we were recording there. We did some of the what even is that thing called? Is it the voice box, the sound box?
It's the
Box.
Spirit box.
Spirit box. Yeah.
We were recording in there. Then we walked downstairs, and we went through the safe and the main area that you guys are in as well. And we were recording down there with the spirit box. But I think most of the stuff that I actually recorded and found was from the recorder that we had in the hallway next to the pit. Not anything that I even found downstairs, because also I didn't really have a lot of time from now and then to find anything from the recording that we had downstairs, because the recorder that we had in the hallway was like 2 hours long.
Yeah. What Michael learned today is it takes a lot of time reviewing fucking evidence.
Yeah, it's not as easy as it seems.
Well, what Michael learned today is it takes a lot of time reviewing evidence that's 2 hours long when you guys were doing like 30-minute ones.
Oh, okay.
Mine equals.
I don't remember that, but all right.
Sucks to be the newbie.
Yeah, no, it sucks. But what we normally do is we have recorders that we go with when we do duos or solos and stuff like that. And then sometimes we find hotspots or some interesting places, and we just leave a recorder there, and we just don't touch it at all, and we let it run for 2 hours, and then we have to review the.
Couldn't imagine having to review that.
I know,
Yeah,
I've
crazy.
done that before.
No, you
Fucking-
haven't. You've only done like 30 minutes.
Okay, yeah. My
Okay, I
bad.
guess.
Anyway,
All right,
so
what did you find, bro?
I have
see what you're
to go all the way. This recorder, like you guys know, is stupid, so I have to.
yeah, this is the old piece of shit garbage recorder.
Yeah, the one I told Tyler, this is a piece of shit.
You should have just
Get a good one.
yeeted. You should have just tossed that bitch out the wall, out the
Alright.
window, out the door.
So the first thing that I got was at 18 minutes, and
Remember, don't back up unless it's played.
yep.
All right. The problem with that recorder is you can't hit reverse on it unless it's like playing
It has to be,
actively.
legit has to be plain.
Or it'll send you all
Or
the
it'll
way
go
back to
back
0,
to the
0.
beginning.
It's so ass.
toxic,
Oh, man.
bro.
Well, that's why I mute.
All right, so the first thing that I got was kind of unimportant. It was, well, not unimportant. It was just a loud noise, a loud smack that couldn't have been any of us when we were in there. So
I'll ask this before you play it. Did you hear this smack again in like a pattern type motion?
I don't think so.
Okay.
Not that I noticed when I was looking at anything.
Okay.
So I'm going to press play here. It's at 18:23. Here we go.
Sounds like someone just got their ass smacked.
That's some dick ass.
Find it for him.
Yeah, I got you.
What do you think's
Hold
going on in the hole?
Yeah, sound like someone getting clapped.
What's going on in that hole,
Some
my
cheeks
guy?
getting clapped back there, boy. Jesus, but yeah, I hear it.
I'm going to send it back again.
So is that
Yeah,
when we
that's-
were
that's-
gone? Is that when we were out?
Yeah,
Where-
you guys were gone. We were in the pit. The door was closed. This was the
you were
recorder.
locked in. Yeah, you'll get to that.
This recorder was in the hallway, sitting on top of the cabinet.
It's ready to be played again, by the way. So.
Okay.
Yeah, it's just a nice little whoosh. It does smell like an ass.
That's an ass whooping. That's a straight.
Tyler, stop.
That's a straight ass whooping.
Are you sure someone didn't walk by that and just like give a good old?
Give a little clap.
But yeah,
cheek clap?
that's a weird. That's a
weird
weird
sound.
sound for.
Yeah.
We had it raised up on a filing cabinet, like in a corner. That's not even close to anything that could get
Yeah.
slapped like
There's,
that.
there's no cheeks.
There's none.
There's no cheeks
I mean,
up
we
there.
got some caked up boys on this.
Yeah, we got a couple
squad.
cakes on the squad, but
It
they
is
weren't
oh
there.
so
They
sweet.
weren't getting clapped. those cakes weren't getting clapped, so I don't know.
All right, and then I think
Clap boy.
I don't know why I'm imagining.
Clap
someone
me,
like,
cake daddy.
Cake me, clap daddy.
Cake me, clap daddy. Clap daddy. I want to be a clap daddy.
I wish I was a fucking clap
I wish I was a clap daddy.
Trademarked.
That's
Clap
a new
daddy.
relationship goal to be called clap daddy.
If like you guys don't know anything about us, for some reason we've had this like weird obsession with putting daddy like after everything and just being so stupid about it all the time, bro.
Choke me, tree daddy.
Choke me, tree daddy. we have a lot of inside jokes about that, but you'll hear us if
Daddy.
you're new and you stay. You'll hear us put daddy at the end of shit.
Yeah, for sure. All right, sorry, Michael.
Oh, hey, did you have other things to do?
Yeah.
Okay.
So I think to give the best context for this next one, we had just finished the live stream on Facebook. So I guess I could start where you can hear us ending it. And I would like to think that it was one of us that made this noise. But honestly, it doesn't sound like any noise that we would make. And if it was anyone, it would be Jacob. And he does not think that he made that noise.
I wasn't in the building.
Yeah, you were. This was when we finished the live stream. And this is we
were in here because I'm not even back there until after the sound, because you hear the sound and then you hear me back there.
Yeah.
All right, so here you can hear us finishing the live stream.
You can hear us. This is us up in the main area.
And then it's right when I think Jacob maybe starts going into that area, but
Yeah.
Oh, it's you going, ha ha. That's what that is.
Is that what that is?
That's what that is. I just heard it.
Then
now.
why does that sound so vibrating?
I don't know.
That sounds so guttural.
It's you going.
That is.
Play it again, please.
Play it again,
sure.
guys.
We just
that's
debunked it.
that's 100%
knew it
that.
had to have been you because you were the closest one there.
That's fine, but that sounds like a lot of vibrato and guttural sound in it, like it was being.
Well,
It came from your soul, dude.
no, it sounded like
I know.
No,
it
that
sounded
was
way
you.
different too when
like headphones
on,
and shit. It
on your
sounded
headphones that you were
weird.
listening. It sounded way like robotic, kind of.
Yeah, it's
I
not
didn't
really
even
weird.
have my headphones in when I showed it to you.
It still sounds robotic. Here, play it again.
That's you. That's 100%
Yeah,
you.
but it
Michael.
doesn't sound like
It
you.
doesn't
Yes,
sound
it
like me.
does,
It's you.
bro.
It's him going.
We're going.
Yes, I can hear the inflection and I can hear the ha ha, but the robotic sound in it.
I don't know why it did
the guttural
that.
sound. It doesn't sound like me.
No. One more time. I want to hear it.
Because that's Anthony.
See, like,
I don't know, honestly.
That's Anthony. That's Anthony doing it, and then you doing it.
It sounds like.
Wait, you're saying Anthony was doing it?
I did it before.
Yep, you did it right before.
Wait.
Yep. Right there.
That's Anthony doing it?
Yes,
That was
that's
Anthony right there.
And then Jay.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
It
you.
doesn't sound like you.
That
That's
does
you. That's 100%
That's
you.
not 100%.
Yes, it is.
Ha ha! Did that sound exactly the
that's
same?
you, bro.
No.
No, it didn't.
No,
That
Anthony
didn't
and I are
sound-
same page. That's
Oh,
Yeah,
100%
okay,
you,
it
dude.
can be me, but that
It
doesn't
is.
sound 100% like me.
Yes, it does.
I think the room's
I'm
split.
sorry,
split
dude, that was so
50-50
annoying. No, it
here,
doesn't.
honestly.
It doesn't matter. Hey, remember? Don't get mad when you get challenged.
No,
dude.
it's not being a challenge. That sounds nothing like me.
It's dude. It's okay.
Just
it's
because
not-
you can hear it in there doesn't mean that that is exactly how I sound.
Okay, fine. You don't sound like a fucking robot, but
Yeah,
it's
thank
definitely you.
Jesus.
And then we could just listen to a little bit after, and you can hear that it's him when he's in there. Do you have it on, Jacob?
No.
No.
So yeah, you're in the room. You're
And
in
even
that
when you
area.
talk there, you sound kind of like it's kind of has that like robotic kind of sound to it. That doesn't sound like you now.
Oh, so you wouldn't say 100%?
No.
Weird. All right.
No
continue.
cap, dude.
Oh, wait.
There is a cap. That's why it's not
Anthony,
100%.
Anthony, give me a microphone.
All right. I think that's the only
Oh,
one.
wait,
for you.
yeah.
Yeah, that's the only one for you.
Okay, so this last one, this could be debunked as a thing that me and Anthony did that was our fault. I'm not sure, but it was.
I did a lot of-
It definitely happened.
I did a lot of testing on it, and I can't think of a fucking wave that we would have done this.
So
What?
The locking.
Oh.
So I'll explain, and then this clip
Well,
is
is-
just gonna be
His
us
reaction.
realizing what
It's
happened.
right next
Oh,
to
do you
the
gonna
door.
fucking hear it?
Yeah, hold on. Okay, so this is again when we first went into the pit.
The hole.
The hole.
I'm not gonna say it
When you
anymore
guys
because
went
you
into the hole
fuckers
together?
Right into that hole.
Right into that hole.
So this is
my guy.
what me and Anthony straight into the
moseyed
hole.
our way on into there.
Straight to that dry goods hole.
Right into the hole.
And we this is when we had finished recording. We had finished the spirit box, and we were just about to leave. When I go to open the door, and it's locked, and we are unable to get back into the building. And then that's when we have to call Tiphanie and have them come and unlock the door for us. But the weird thing about it was, before we even went in there, when we were doing the live stream, all of us were in there, and we made sure when we closed the door to check it. So we checked the door, like if it was locked, we opened it, it was not locked. And if it wasn't locked, or if it was locked, obviously I would not have been able to open the door. So I tested that, I closed the door, and then fast forward to now, I go to open the door, it's locked, and we did not lock it between then and opening that door. So
Yeah, dude.
I feel like you've been explaining this for a minute now. So the door wasn't locked, but then it locked when it wasn't locked.
Yeah, no. So yeah,
okay, fuck you.
we're teasing you, bro. It's
All
good.
right.
Hazing,
A little haze.
a little legal haze.
yeah. You're
Wait,
not going to
wasn't-
join a
wait.
fraternity.
There's an illegal
I'm
haze.
not paddling you.
Yeah. I'm not
No.
beating the shit out of you and making you eat bird shit off
wish
the
you-
ground.
Nope. You went.
That the
I was-
podcast knows of.
I was gonna go back to the paddling thing, but you started talking about bird shit, and I was gonna say I wish you would, but then you started talking about bird shit.
I
I'm like,
wish
nope.
you'd make me eat bird
I
shit.
wish
Maybe.
you'd make me eat bird shit.
dude.
All right, we're ready.
Yeah.
Okay.
Was this recorder outside the door?
Yeah. This
That's
is
hilarious.
It was just a moment of realization.
You can hear Michael getting shaky.
Well, we're
Michael's like, oh, fuck. Oh, fuck. Now it's just Anthony and Michael stuck in the hole.
Stuck in the hole.
You better turn that spirit box back on and ask if they fucking locked us out.
That spirit box back on. Ask why they locked us out.
It was not locked before. I remember it not being locked. Hi, Tiffany. I'm really sorry about
This is it.
Oh, stop it! Stop it!
This is
Me calling Tiffany on the phone.
Oh my god.
Hi, I'm really
sorry to bother you, but we are locked.
It's
in.
like 9:30 at night too.
Yeah.
They were ecstatic though. They're like, "No way! Oh, we're on our way."
So yeah.
Yeah. Thank you for coming out and
No,
unlocking the door.
Seriously. Yeah, we would have been locked out of the building.
Yeah.
And then I have the possible sounds of maybe the door locking while we're in there. If you guys want to listen to that, it's just clicking noises. I don't know if they're related to the door or not, but
We could always throw it up on social media, or we can listen to it now. It's up to you guys.
It's up to you guys.
it's lit. I'll play it.
All right,
Okay. It's up. I thought we were gonna go in a circle. Keep going. It's up to you guys.
I didn't want that to happen.
I don't know where I want to eat. What do you want to eat? I don't know where I want to eat.
I
Where
don't
do you
know,
want to
dude.
eat?
So where do you guys want to eat?
Of course.
What do you want to eat?
I think Anthony said ass.
No,
Your ass.
He said you.
your cake.
Stop,
dude.
dude. Meet me in the hole, dude.
He's going there, locking the door behind you.
Okay, so this is the first possible door locking sound. It's just a click. It's just a small
a
little
little, a
click.
little tap. Okay.
So I'm gonna explain before you. So I'm gonna kind of explain some of the stuff about the door.
And he went back to 0.
All right, so we have no more possible
Okay,
door
so now I'll
locks.
definitely explain.
Yeah.
what,
So now we're not gonna listen to those. Don't worry about it.
Yeah,
So
you're good.
the door handle is one of those push locks where you push it in and it snaps in and it locks the door.
Yeah.
Now, the way that the door opens is it opens out away from the room, so the door with the key, like where you'd put the key in, swings towards the wall. So it doesn't swing back. So if we swung it back and it hit the wall, it would lock itself.
Right.
When it was opened, it's next to a it's really far away from the actual door, like frame. Thank you.
Threshold.
Yeah, the threshold of the door frame. So we didn't bump it. We just walked right in. I didn't hit the door. Did you hit the door when you walked in?
I don't think so.
You don't think so?
Well, I didn't touch the door. I just
Okay,
walked in.
there you go. That's all you
There you go. There you go. I don't think so. Maybe. You'll never know.
Yeah. But so he just said he didn't touch the door. So there's no. I just don't understand how it locked on us.
Really, the only thing I touched was the handle on the other side to close
Yeah,
the door.
yeah, and
The only
there's.
thing you touched was the hold.
Hell yeah.
But did you find it?
Yeah.
You still fucking.
It's here.
Okay. So
Well, no, you don't have to. It's fine.
Well, I'm already here, so I might as well play it.
okay, it's your podcast.
Yeah.
It's fine. Play one more, and then we're good.
Fuck it. I hate this thing.
Thank you.
I'm turning
All
it
right.
off.
See, we're trying to save you the embarrassment of doing it on podcast, but I'm just kidding, man. Thank
All
you.
right,
No,
so now
it was
Anthony's
cool
turn.
having Michael, and we kind of
Yeah.
were like just learning together in the whole.
Yo, that's Jake's brother, bro.
Yeah, dude. That's my brother,
That's his
dude.
brother, dog. If
No.
anyone should be, never mind.
But did you learn?
What?
What? Wait, what?
If anyone should be in the hole, it should be Jake.
Tyler's just like, sorry, that's how it is at home.
That's what I grew up on.
Hell yeah,
He's like,
brother.
sorry, that's just what I'm used to from my house.
Fuck yeah, brother.
Solid. Solid.
So I'm going to go to this one. I just want to make sure it's this one, right?
Sure. I don't, what?
Can you turn? I want to listen to this real quick. It's me moving the chair.
That
Okay.
sounded awful.
That sounded like church
That
bells.
So on this one, I was here and they left and went to the library, and this was after my interviews. So
Oh,
I
you're
kinda,
by yourself.
Yeah, this is my solo investigation. When I walked around and I went into. Oh shit! That's fuck. Did I just erase all of that?
Remember when he was like
You know,
a pro at
No,
this-
I'm not a pro at writing stuff down. Fuck, I'm just.
I'm
gonna
the
play it.
reporter
Here we
guy.
go.
Barbecue nachos either?
Oh, you're
This is the
we
most.
were getting food and I'm asking.
barbecue
I
nachos
call
either?
him and I say they're out of nachos and I say they don't. You can't get your order. And I say you can get this burger though, and he's like, I was like, you can get tots. And he said, wait, they don't have nachos either.
I have this marked. I have this marked down. I don't know what the fuck that was.
Satanic shit was that?
Yeah, no.
What sort of satanic ass shit was that?
I know, dude.
He's like, nothing, God, don't listen to that one. That one's for me.
Wrong fucking podcast.
That one's for
No
me.
barbecue nachos either?
Oh, you have it sped up.
It's not.
What kind of nachos do they have?
There's no way this is not sped up.
It's not.
This isn't Anthony. It's a ghost.
No, seriously, it's off. Look, it's off. That's not sped up. It's just me very upset about nachos.
They don't even have nachos either. What kind of nachos do they have?
There's no barbecue nachos either?
Does barbecue
You're
nachos?
talking so
It's just him
fast.
talking.
What kind of nachos do they have?
Talk about me being on
I feel
something.
like
Holy
you're
hell.
talking so fast.
They don't. They just said they don't have an.
And there's a
What
defeat
do
in my
they-
soul.
so-
What do they have?
Somebody's.
What do they have? I don't know. That from beginning, it started to sound like you more, but that beginning, it sounded so fast, didn't it? They don't have any nachos in it? What kind of nachos do they have?
Yeah.
just-
Well, what am I going to
Just
eat? I have no idea what I'm going to eat.
Well, I don't know what we're going to eat. What do they have?
Do they have anything? What about anything like water or is
Well,
anything
nachos.
like
Oh,
that?
donuts. Okay, well,
you ready to hear my shit or not?
I guess. Yeah, go
Okay.
ahead and send it.
So this next one, it's gonna be pretty. It's pretty loud. So here we go. I'm just gonna play it.
Somebody screams, "Help me!" I can help you. Can you let me know what you need help with?
So that was right next to me. So I was like right here, and there was a loud.
Right where?
Right where Tyler is sitting on the table, and we're right in the middle
So-
of the dining room.
I'm
So the
sitting
dining
on-
room.
Yeah,
I'm sitting on the
so-
table.
Yep. So I was facing
Looks
the
like a chair to
kitchen.
me.
I was facing the kitchen, and all of a sudden to my right, there's like a fireplace over here, and all of a
Yeah.
sudden there's like a loud click, and I hear it
In the fireplace?
like not in the fireplace, but in the area of the
Vicinity,
fireplace. Yeah, the
right.
vicinity. Thank you. And I hear it live, and
I just had a large kind of click.
so that's just me saying that I heard that click live on that one, and it was loud. Like
That was that was one of the That's one of the recordings I'm talking about where he goes, so I heard a loud click. Listen to this EVP. I heard a loud click.
Dude, you can hear the click in the EVP, though.
It's just how you finish the EVP with you saying you heard a loud click.
It really encompasses all of his EVPs in that one.
He's like, so I heard a loud click. Listen to this EVP. I heard a loud click.
So
That's just so funny to me.
So I'm skipping right into our duo where we're in the hole.
Okay. Oh, yeah, dude.
All right.
Remember Jay and I's duo in the hole?
Yeah, good times.
And this is a weird one. Listen to this one.
Is that being from outside?
Yeah.
Okay.
Did you hear that?
Do it again.
Yeah, it's in the background. So every single thing that we heard outside, I called out. Like that's a bang from outside. Yes. That's a car. We did all of that in this entire one.
Is that being from outside?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, that did sound like it was from inside.
Yeah,
Did it say hello?
I don't know if it said "oh no" or "hello." Let's try it one more time. Wait, can you do your magic and try to kill that fuzz?
Yeah.
All right.
Is that being from outside?
Yeah.
Okay.
What the fuck is
Yeah, that does.
Oh no!
Do it one more time. It sounds like an old lady like falling. She forgot her life alert.
Seriously?
Oh no!
That sounds from like inside this building,
Yeah.
and there's nobody in here. Like when we.
Is that being from outside?
Yeah.
Okay.
I want to say it's entirely possible that it was from somewhere in the building in that direction. Because, I mean, like you guys said.
Nothing's in the building.
No, not in that building, but, there's apartments.
If it was loud enough, we would have
No,
heard it. And
yeah,
I would've,
and it's got like the inside echo, not the outside muffle.
He's thinking it's one of the different shops within the actual.
Yeah, it would be
itself.
way more muffled than it wouldn't have an echo. It'd be a muffle. So
Yeah.
the fact that you hear an echo to it means that those sound waves are bouncing off the walls that you're in.
Yeah.
Well, isn't there, what is that place? Is it a pub? What is it?
It still wouldn't be an echo.
Well, I mean,
The walls would.
the downstairs, the basement is connected to our basement. Isn't it? Where the porn is?
So,
And
you're,
if somebody was down there.
that
so
door
this
was
is like
open.
the magic bullet with JFK. So you're saying it's gonna come all the way down the stairs, bounce off the walls, down the stairs.
No,
go
if they
up?
were in the
The sound
basement.
could do that, but
This wasn't in the basement.
Well-
no. What he's saying is that if someone was over in that basement and that door was open and someone yelled over there, you could hear it over here.
Yeah, but I would have heard it live. We didn't hear this live.
True, and I believe that door was shut.
Yeah.
So
And our door was shut because we locked ourselves
Yeah.
in there.
so you had an airlock.
Yeah, true.
So
So that's weird how you
Let's
even hear
one
an
more.
echo
Yeah.
with the door shut.
yeah, one more.
Like, where's that echo from?
It'd be
Yeah, do it one more time.
The ether, whatever the
Yeah,
fuck.
from
it's
the ether, dude. Yeah, from the upside down.
It's just all right. So just play it natural on this one. I think it's almost easier if we just play it natural.
yeah.
All right, here we go.
Is that being from outside?
My bad.
Yeah.
Okay.
What the fuck?
I
is
hear
that?
hello.
Hello.
Just hello.
He's like, hello. Are you open for cupcakes?
I want some cupcakes.
No, that's crazy. That sounds like an actual voice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, yeah, and we didn't hear that live. And
Yeah.
I went through the entire thing, and we called out. There was voices outside, which did not sound like that at all. We went, that's a voice outside. There was another bang that happened after that one where we said that's another knock outside. That's a car. With the high traffic, high noise pollution situation when it comes to the hole or back in that area, you have to narrate almost your entire EVP session.
Right.
That way, if you forget, I don't remember, you maybe think that noise that is logically a car or something else, you think it's paranormal because you forget that you heard it live and where you heard it from.
And a good thing to do when you start, like what we did, if you watch our Facebook Live video, what we like to do before we start an EVP is just be quiet and kind of listen to the room. because you want to hear if you hear like the ticking of a copper pipe in the wall, or how loud the cars are when they move by. Instead of just getting into the session, you kind of want to gauge the sound of the room. Just kind of like a pro tip for you guys out there.
And when you ask a question, give like 30 to 45 seconds minimum of dead air, because that's where you catch a lot of your EVPs.
Right.
Because a lot of people, including myself, when, before I kind of learned it, you'll ask a question, hey, are you there? And then you'll wait maybe 10 seconds or maybe 5 seconds and be like, do you know you're dead? And then you'll talk right over the EVP.
Because people forget that you're talking to the afterlife.
Yes.
It's not a conversation with someone in front of you. They're not going to answer right away. It could take a while.
It takes energy.
Yeah.
So the next one, I'm just going to let you guys listen to this one because I don't know what the fuck this was. This was weird. And I'm going to kind of give you guys my opinion.
Kick it up.
Yeah.
Are you screaming for help because you're stuck here?
It's weird. It's right there. It's just like a weird little
thump.
Yeah, it's like a weird little like
because you're stuck here.
That kind of matches with the car driving by, kind of. It just sounds like it gets a little bit louder for a second.
I'm gonna go back to it.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
Are you screaming for help because you're stuck here?
See, it just sounded like a rev, like an engine.
I don't know, because I don't think it sounds like that, but
it sounds like if your charger was out there and like you revved it up real quick.
I don't think it sounds like that. I'm not saying that noise is paranormal, but I don't think it's a car. If anything, I think it's
listen.
something.
You could hear the car starting up, and then you could hear it rev again.
Are you screaming for help because you're stuck here?
Car. And then it revs like it was at a red light or something.
No, I don't.
I think
disagree.
it sounds like a car, but I feel like it could be.
It could be something that was outside.
I think it's something. If it's something, it's something like a wind.
There's a car in there before, and you hear that.
Yeah, I don't know.
That second one
and
was.
Like that one's, I'm not like, oh, that's definitely something. That was just a weird one. I wanted you guys to listen to.
Okay.
And yeah, if you guys out there listening or viewing, if you want to throw it in the comments or let us know what you guys think it was, feel free to. Here's one here. I'm just gonna play it through. Okay.
I did not even know like you were, that was on me.
Hold on.
Is there anyone here with us?
We're here.
Yeah, it's something here like that, and that was like a pretty decent response to that.
Yeah, it sounded like we're here.
Yeah, let's try it again. So we're using the spirit box now, and to let you guys know kind of like what the spirit box is, and I know that I explain it every single time, but
there's always new listeners.
There's new people. So it's pretty much like your vehicle car scan, like radio scan on steroids. So it skips through. I have it on the highest skip through on AM. So I'm telling you, it's skipping every maybe 30 to 40 channels, and so you're catching different channels, making sentences with different words. So if you're skipping through, it's static, 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 and all of a sudden I'm a radio station and I'm like, welcome to blah 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 in the morning, and all of a sudden it'll take morning out at that exact time, and it'll pair it with something else on a different channel, and theoretically that is how it creates sentences, and it's easier, quote unquote theoretical, easier for spirits to speak through those channels than to actually use energy to make EVPs or make noises and stuff like that. So,
right.
Is there anyone here with us?
Yeah, I think it's I'm or we're here. So,
yeah,
the here is definitely like distinguishable.
The here for sure is in there.
And
Do you like us being here?
So that sounded like, all right, I'm going to let you guys, it's not related to the question. I just want you guys to, what do you think it sounds like?
Do you like us being here?
Why?
So I think, so we got a why. What do you think it is? I'll play it one more time.
Honestly, I have no idea.
Do you like us being here?
I think it says mommy.
That's what I was thinking too, honestly.
Like mommy. I think that's what I think it sounds like. That's what I got right off the rip on it.
Do you like us being here?
I can hear it.
Or maybe even just a mom.
Yeah, or mom, but which kind of I thought it was weird just because of all of the things of the mom, and you know the kids being supposedly being stuck here because they can't find their parents. That's just a very interesting kind of coincidence that we'll let you viewers decide on that one.
Yeah.
Do you want us to leave?
That sounded like
yes. It sounded like says.
I thought it said stay.
That sounded like stay.
I thought it said
really?
stay.
Okay, try again.
Yeah.
Do it again.
Do you want us to leave?
I guess I could hear stay.
Really quick stay.
Are you scared?
Are you?
Oh.
No, that was creepy.
No, we're not.
Do it again. Do it again.
Are you scared?
Are you?
Oh. No. Are you scared?
Are you?
I
Almost
thought it
sounds
said
like
are we
are they?
or are they? I thought it was are they or are we,
Yeah.
but alive we thought it said are you.
Yeah, it sounded like are they?
Yeah. Let's play one more time.
Are you scared?
I hear are they?
Yeah, maybe it's talking about the workers.
Yeah.
Because the workers are actually scared of these spirits. Maybe they're asking, or you guys, because you guys weren't. We were the first ones in the building doing an investigation together.
Yeah, maybe they're just like asking where the other guys go.
Yeah, are they scared?
Yeah, shortly after that, that's when I was like, I mean, I'm scared. I've never done this before. So
that's just a pretty neat one. And I think that's going to conclude mine. So there was some interesting kind of whispers and stuff like that. And a lot of pretty decent, I felt like, spirit boxes. And like, I'm not huge into spirit boxes because we've done it quite a few times, and there's been times that we haven't gotten shit.
Right.
We've just been really lucky that I feel like the past few times we've gotten some pretty fucking badass responses, like at the theater.
The theater had some really cool ones. Did you ever find the one where it was all four of us down doing the live
It would have been him.
Oh yeah, did you?
Yeah, but it's on the phone. So
it would have been. So if you go,
we'll put that on our Instagram.
Yeah, we'll throw that on Instagram. What can you kind of explain, Jay, like what you heard, because you were the one that heard it on the spirit box. I wasn't paying attention because there was some banging up, some loud ass banging going on upstairs.
Well, I mean, I guess I kind of want to leave it to the wait till they get. I don't want to spoil it. For them. But we're downstairs. We're doing a spirits box session for the live video on Facebook that we were doing, and it was pretty cool. So Anthony's a police officer, and what the spirit box said was actually kind of crazy. So give that a listen. We're gonna post that on our Instagram.
Let us know what you think.
Yeah,
it says.
Yep.
And let us know what any of this shit says.
Yeah. I mean, that kind of wraps it up?
Yeah.
I mean that's it. So
I think there's three spirits here.
Yeah.
I think there's a little girl, a little boy, and then the older woman that helped me. I think the little boy and the little girl, and this is all bullshit. Like I'm pulling this out of my ass, just from reading, from talking to people, from psychics and stuff like that. I think the little boy and little girl maybe died in the fire that happened at the shanty cabin with the mom and pop general store. I think that maybe something like that happened.
Mm-hmm.
And I think the older woman either died in a cigar accident with the factory around here, or maybe was a prostitute in the Prohibition that it didn't end well with that kind of crime.
Yeah.
Because it sounds like she's pleading for help a lot. And you hear that?
What the fuck was that?
Yeah, just heard a bang over there.
Yeah, there's a
pretty audible bang that just came
Yeah.
from the back of the kitchen. It sounded like.
Yeah.
Hmm.
And that's kind of like what this place has been. And I haven't heard a bang like
random
that
noises,
loud.
yeah.
Like all night. That was weird.
Yeah.
So,
But
okay.
cool. So thank you everybody for stopping by for episode number 24. That's going to wrap it up for the Oh So Sweet Bakery in Davenport, Iowa. Thank you again, Tiphanie, for allowing us in to do this. The first investigation of your building, and hopefully not the last. Hopefully you have other people come in and do investigations to see what they get.
Hopefully not. Hopefully they find their peace and
Yeah,
move on.
yeah. I mean, sure.
Not from me, but I hope they find their own peace.
Yeah.
And move on, because Tiphanie and they like them, but I don't think they're going to be not using them, but kind of embracing the paranormal. I think she feels like they're stuck here, and she's a sweet soul, so she obviously wants them to find peace and happiness on the other side. So
Yeah. So, I mean, if we can't do that, which, like I said, we don't do that.
yeah, we don't do that.
But
That is not our MO.
maybe you can find someone that does.
Yeah.
And you can get them across. But regardless, thank you everybody for stopping by for this episode. We had a ton of fun doing it. Davenport is a different place. It really is. These
It's
streets
different.
were crazy. These streets were wild tonight. But yeah, this will be up Monday, which I don't know why I'm saying that if it's already Monday and up and you're listening to it.
You already
Who gives
listened
a
to it
shit?
like it's gonna be
It's
up
fucking. What
Monday.
time is it, dude? This is
Holy
this is
fuck.
this is Malvern Manor early, because we were up until 7 a.m. at Malvern, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I have
Anyway.
to drive 2 hours.
Yeah, so thank you everybody for coming by once again. And then check out our Instagram. Like I said, we're going to post it. For Instagram, it's haunting_table for Instagram and Twitter. You can go to hauntingtable.com for our website, where we're going to be posting pictures of merch, some new pictures of our merch. So that's
buddy.
exciting. And no third party. Like we've said before, there's no third party. You place, I think it's going to go through like email. They could set up, they're going to request.
I don't know, honestly.
It's probably going to go through email, where you would request and then we would send it somehow that way.
We'll have like our like a whole like
Checkout. We might
commerce and all
yeah.
that stuff on. We might be just doing it all straight through the website where there's a checkout and all that stuff.
Okay.
So
Either way, it's going to be from us, and we're shipping it. So
yes, we are.
every shirt you get is touched by a ghost boy.
Hell yeah, brother.
So there you go.
just kissed on the shoulder. Mwah.
Yeah, we won't actually kiss your shirt.
No, that's weird.
Given the times.
But if you give us an extra $1, we might.
If you request it
If you
specifically.
request it specifically. Consensual kiss on the shirt.
Yes, if you request it specifically. But yeah, thank you everybody for coming by. Wait for us next Monday for episode number 25. It'll be a remote episode. But then next month, towards the end of the month, Pythian Castle. It's going to be intense, and I'm super excited. Do we have any other...
Nope.
Any other plugs we need to do?
Thank you for the support, and keep on
Yes,
keep on.
you. Thank you for the support.
It's been a pretty crazy investigation doing the Facebook Live, and just literally all the people that showed up there and shared that and got the word out and commented and was there. That was
Ryan,
honestly
First
the
and
best.
Fright. Thank you for all that.
Yep. You're
Awesome. And then, of course, once again, thank you, Tiphanie, for letting us in.
Yep.
So, thank you, everybody. We'll see you next Monday for episode number 25. But until then, stay safe and happy haunting. Oh, yeah.
In a world where cupcakes are king.
Oh yeah, we're good. I was like, I'm pretty sure I hit record, but it's not.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Wow. All right, let me get this level real quick. Make sure it sounds good. An establishment designed to bring you sweet, tasty treats might house some not-so-sweet entities. Do the spirits here come for the unfinished business? And do they stay for the cupcakes? Well, pull up a chair and join us around the hunting table.
Oh my god.
Well, that was a test anyway. I was just seeing how it sounded.
You should definitely do that.
Go. Sit around the hunting table.
Gotta get a hunting table.
Go pull up a chair and join us around. I love it, dude. You should leave it. Alright, you guys ready?
Yeah, I'm ready.
Sounds good.
Let me put my phone on silence. What is this?
Silence. Silence, peasant phone, bitch.
Hell yeah, brother.
What the fuck is this? Oh, that's the key.
Yeah,
Alright, are we
don't
ready?
take that.
Are we ready?
What? I'm ready.
Yeah, good.
Good.
Alright, here we go. We are recording. Oh, that's too loud. That was way too loud, sorry. An establishment, that's too loud as well.
Let me yawn, hold on.
I'm not starting anyway.
Yeah.
Alright, here we go. Ready?
Yep. You ready, Tyler?
Get your burps out, your yawns out.
That's pretty good.
That was a fucking good one, too.
I was going hard. Why is this table teetering?
Why is it lifting off the ground? Alright, here we go.